Wait, so no Lowry?
What is going on, everybody? No introduction needed. Welcome on in. Philly Take with RB. Run it back, Philly. We're going to be here live breaking down the trade deadline. According to Shams, as we are literally just starting the stream, the Philadelphia 76ers are acquiring George Hill from the Oklahoma City Thunder. Yes.
Wow. You know what that means.
Yes. I don't think it has any bearing on a Lowry trade or anything.
If they had Lowry and George Hill, oh my goodness.
Yeah, I think it's possible. I think, look, Kyle, dude, George Hill, I want to see the compensation, but I've been saying all along, like, George Hill's one of my top guys. He's a perfect player off the bench. Yes.
He is.
Yes, Daryl Morey.
He is. Yeah, he's definitely a guy that can run a second unit. And then, that responsibility isn't on Shake Milton, and Shake can just be that scorer, and they can go back and forth. That's a damn good bench,
Dude,
if you ask me.
George Hill shot 46% from three last year. And he's been hurt a little bit this year, so the price kind of came down. But George Hill, he's been a vet that's been around everywhere. He's, he can facilitate, he can shoot. He's a great veteran piece. I've been saying we need vets. He's a great piece that you put right in there. Yes, sir. I'm so happy with that. I want to see.
I can't wait. Yeah, I can't wait to see what we gave up.
Because Sam Presti loves those draft picks.
But they're going to be late. They're going to be late first rounders. It's not. I mean, you're basically trading for, glorified second round picks, really.
Yeah, exactly. Here we go. Philly, according to Woj, the Sixers are acquiring George Hill for Tony Bradley, Terrence Ferguson, and 2 future second round picks. And Austin Rivers is going. Austin Rivers is going to OKC. So it's a 3-team trade.
Wow.
Oh my God. Daryl Morey. What is going on, everybody? Yo, we just started the stream. 150 in here, guys.
Oh, I'll be right back. 1 second.
All good. Everybody hit the like and sub, man. We're live on Philly Take with RB, and we're live on Run It Back Philly. Guys, we started the stream early. As we press the start button, the Sixers make the first move. They dropped the first domino. Guys, the Sixers are acquiring George Hill for Tony Bradley, T. Ferg, and 2 second-round picks. Let's go. In Morey we trust, baby. Yes.
I had put on the Morey shirt. Let's
go. No wonder he's been playing Tony Bradley lately.
That's a steal. There we go. Now we got the good energy. We got the Daryl Morey Jesus tea in the house.
Let's go, man. Oh my gosh.
That's an absolute steal. That definitely still leaves the door open for
absolutely.
Kyle Lowry.
And George Hill is the man, bro. I'm telling you. And we got him for less because he's been hurt.
Tony Bradley and 2 future second rounders.
And Terrence Ferguson. T. Ferg's going back to OKC.
Listen, that's it's Walmart Tim Duncan and all, but
shit.
What?
The Raptors just traded Norman Powell to the Portland Trailblazers.
Why don't I have Woj on notifications? I have Shams and not
Norman
Woj.
Powell is going to the Blazers for Gary Trent and Rodney Hood. What? That's all it took? I didn't mean to cut you off there, but what the hell?
No, go ahead. Say that again? Norman Powell.
Norman Powell going to the Portland Trailblazers in exchange for Rodney Hood and Gary Trent Jr.
All right. I mean, I like Gary Trent Jr. as a, shooter.
Dude, that's surprising though, because they didn't get any draft compensation.
Yeah, that's weird to just trade a player straight up for players like that when you're trying to like build for the future or whatever.
Oh my God, dude. We are getting hit with a bunch of trade news. Shout out to everybody in the street, man. 200 in here. Guys, hit the like and sub on both channels, man. We just came in here early. Sixers acquiring George Hill from the Thunder. Norman Powell on his way to Portland. Wow.
Man said trade Mike Scott.
I see people in here in the chat. What's going on? Some people, shout out to all the channel members from both channels, guys. I see people in here. They're mad that Tony Bradley's gone. Guys. In Morey we trust, man.
People are actually mad that Tony Bradley's gone. Oh my goodness, man. All right, here's what we got. Here, Philly fans, here's what we got to understand. This is what we got to understand, bro. You can like a player. We're talking about NBA starting level players that are going to play in the playoffs. We're not talking about Tony Bradley, bro. Come on, man. You can get Tony Bradley for a bag of chips any day you want. On any team can get a Tony Bradley.
Oh my gosh.
Free Bradley. Tony was good. Tony was good. I think this is short-term memory. Tony Bradley was literally good for 2 games.
Tony Bradley hasn't established himself in the league yet. Like he's like 20, I don't even know, like 24 or something. Like, trust me, he's been playing a lot recently so that we could get him out of here.
I like him, but no. You only really like Tony Bradley because you didn't have Embiid and then Dwight Howard was starting and all that stuff. Like Tony Bradley wasn't going to play.
No. So my guy here is saying T-Ferg to the Knicks. So I guess the Knicks are getting T-Ferg and Austin Rivers is going to OKC. I'm surprised we didn't try to pull to get him, you know? Like
Austin Rivers.
Yeah, I mean, Doc's son.
Yeah, he did make a public statement before that he doesn't want to coach his son anymore. So I feel him on that.
Oh my God. I don't know why people on Twitter here are complaining that George Hill was hurt. Guys, we know he was hurt, but like, look, this season he was shooting 38.6% from 3. Last season he shot 46% from 3.
They will build always testy. They will build around Tony Bradley. Let's go. I
gotta tell you something.
I would love for them to build around Tony Bradley.
Sam Presti will find a way to flip Tony Bradley for 2 second-round picks.
Man, this is crazy. People that aren't into this kind of stuff don't understand. Like my girlfriend and other people in my life don't understand why I was not available today at all. Like I couldn't. Yeah. I could not hardly put my phone down to take a 10-minute shower.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I've been refreshing Twitter for an hour. Like, but yeah, I just want to give some insight on George Hill. Before he played 14 games this year, he started all 14 for the Thunder, who are obviously rebuilding. He was averaging 12 points a game. He was averaging 3 assists a game. He was averaging a steal a game, couple rebounds. He was shooting 38.6% from 3. And last year he shot 46% from 3, which was the best of his career. He's 34 years old, but he's been there. A couple years ago, he was on that Cavs team that went deep. So, I mean, he's been around, you know, kind of for the journey. And I think he's a perfect vet. Look, he's been with he's been with the Spurs, the Pacers. He's been with Utah, Sacramento, LeBron's Cleveland, like Milwaukee. I mean, he's been around everywhere. Like, I can't believe people are look, the guy will come back from injury. You should be glad because we got him for less because of that.
Yeah, I mean, it's Twitter also. Twitter is just, people hate everything on Twitter. There's no, I've learned, especially this year for some reason, as I build a YouTube following, I've learned that Twitter is just nothing but negativity 24/7. There's nothing you can do to please Twitter. So
exactly. Yeah. Look, Brock just tweeted. He said, George Hill has 11 years of playoff experience. He shot 40% on catch and shoot threes in 7 of the 8 past seasons. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah. And he's that veteran point guard that this team's needed for literally ever. Dude, ever since Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons came around, every year we talk about we need veterans, we need veterans, we need veterans. Yes. And they never did it. They never put one on the team, and now they finally put a veteran point guard on the team.
Exactly. And then you bring, so you bring George Hill off the bench, and then you bring Shake Milton next to George Hill. Or honestly, if you want to go a crazy scenario, you could have George Hill starting, move Curry to the bench, because I've been saying Curry would be great off the bench. That's where he's really thrived in his career. Curry and Shake Milton tandem off the bench, or you could do George Hill and you could honestly move Shake to the starting lineup in a crazy scenario and have George Hill and Curry off the bench. Like, there's a lot you can do.
Yeah, you absolutely could. I just like the fact that now we have 2. I always say Shake Milton's the only actual point guard on his team, and he came out of the G League. You know what I mean? Now we have 2 that I can call actual point guards that can run an offense, that can facilitate, that can pick and roll from the top of the key.
Yep, absolutely. And I think that Daryl Morey was on this move for a while. Like, I've been hearing this a lot, and it's just one of the perfect pieces to help fill out your bench. Like, I just think George Hill is a nice vet to have. And if he's healthy, I mean, he's going to help us, you know?
I'm just happy it's happening. So many years we sat around and nothing happened at the trade deadline. So many years. And finally we're in a position where we knew something was going to happen because the moves are available and the moves need to be made. We knew something was going to happen.
I want to speak on that too, because I think that's an amazing point. And yesterday I was saying this, like, people are just, going crazy. Like, can we make a move now? Like, you guys got to relax and realize, like, this isn't the old Sixers. We have Daryl Morey, who's never stayed quiet really at a trade deadline. No. And on top of that, guys, we're the top. I don't understand this concept that people can't grasp. We are the top team in the East right now. Like, we're in a good. It's not like we're a 6 seed right now trying to make a run for the playoffs. Like, we might make it, we might not. Like, we're in a good position. I think Daryl knows what he's doing. And that communication with him and Doc is strong. It's special.
And also, Daryl Morey doesn't have a ring. He wants to have a legacy. He wants to quit this thing with a ring on his belt. You know what I mean? And he's saying, I can take this team right now and put them over the top and not only deliver a ring to Philadelphia, but deliver myself a championship ring so people can stop saying, what has he ever done? You know what I mean?
Yeah, Daryl Morey wasn't even going to take this job. I mean, remember his family was telling him, he was like, yeah, I didn't really want to. My kids wanted me to stay home, but then the Sixers job opened up, and I'm like, well, I got a chance to finally get a ring. So, yeah. But hey, shout out to everybody in here, guys. 350 in the chat. Hit that like and subscribe. We just started the stream, and as we started, George Hill traded to the Philadelphia 76ers in exchange for Tony Bradley, Terrence Ferguson, and 2 second-round picks. Also a third team in the trade, New York Knicks. Guys, hit the like and sub for your boys. We're going to be here covering the trade deadline all the way up until 3. We're still on Lowry watch. We're still on all these other trade watches. But yeah, let us know your thoughts in the chat. Appreciate my guy DJ coming up in here to do this.
Yes, sir.
Maybe we'll make this a annual tradition. And
absolutely,
fun,
we can do that. I was on I did the live stream last night, just an hour and a half, man. I had 411 people in there. It was insane, just because. Yep. Trade deadline, and yeah. So I was going to take advantage of it.
I just want to say this. So Mark Stein just tweeted out 2 seconds ago, the Warriors have emerged as a trade destination for Philly's Danny Green. What does that even mean, bro? Who are we getting from the Warriors? And why would we trade Danny Green to the Warriors? I mean, what does that even mean? Like, what?
Yo, I don't even know if I can handle this trade deadline stuff, dude. This is too much.
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand what that Warriors want Danny. So what if they want Danny? You're going to give us Steph? Like,
wow.
What do the Warriors have? And why would we trade Danny without I've been saying I almost don't even want to trade him because I think he understands his role on this team now and he's getting better. But why would we trade him to the Warriors? I don't understand.
People with this Tony Bradley was good for us thing, man. It's blowing my mind, bro. He was a third center. You traded your third center and 2 second-round picks for a starting level point guard that's going to probably come off the bench and run the second unit. Also, somebody said, I don't want to trade the core of our team plus picks for Kyle Lowry or for old Kyle Lowry. And just look at what the Raptors did to win a championship as a good example. Did they care what they gave up to win that championship? Hell no.
Exactly.
They're in a bad situation right now. They're going to have to rebuild right now, but they're sitting there saying, we did it. We don't care. Let's rebuild. We did it. We won the ring. We did the parade. We did it. That's what we want to do. And we have Embiid and Simmons also. So if we do get Lowry and win a ring, and then he stinks 2 years from now, we still have Embiid and Simmons, bro.
That's what I'm saying. The Raptors gave the face of their franchise away to get that championship.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Tony Bradley, stop it. I also want to say that Woj just tweeted out, he said, in the Philly and OKC trade, the Knicks are also sending Iggy Brazdeikis. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Izzy Brazdeikis. I don't know how to say his name. To Philadelphia in a 3-way deal. I don't know who that is.
Well, his name's Iggy, though. Okay, Iggy returns. Iggy returns to Philadelphia.
Let me look him up real quick. Izzy Brazdeikis, Canadian basketball player. Hold up.
I will make a rest in peace Walmart Tim Duncan t-shirt for you guys, for all you Tony Bradley fans. You can go down in history. Oh man, this
Izzy
is entertaining
Brazdeikis,
as hell.
newest member of the Philadelphia 76ers. There he is.
Wow. Yo, let's go. Look at the trailer park tattoo right there, man. Oh no. He's straight out of Michigan. He came straight out of Michigan, like the depths of Michigan. He came from inner city Detroit. I guarantee it. What's his birth town?
22 years old. He's from Lithuania.
Oh, okay. I'm wrong.
Canadian basketball player. Let's look at his stats.
He looks like a...
Well, he's averaging 0.5 points a game.
Is he playing? Does he have any minutes?
He's averaged 1.8 minutes a game over 4 games, and he's averaging a half a point a game. He will soon become a Philly favorite. He will soon become. Yeah. Let's not trade Iggy Brazdeikis or whatever his name is.
Yeah, it will be. Yeah, it will be. Please don't trade Ignis Brazdeikis.
That's some funny stuff, man.
Oh man.
Oh man. Oh. Shout out to everybody in the chat. This live keeps buffering. Let us know if the chat's all right and how things are, because
I wish I had a TV. I wish I had a TV in my setup in my studio here. My dream studio includes like all of this, monitor, cameras, all this, and like a big TV on the wall in front of me. That's my dream scenario.
Yeah, I got a little TV right here. They're talking about all the trades. If you guys haven't heard yet, well, this was a weird start to a stream. Like, we didn't expect this, guys. There's 540 in the chat. Hit the like and sub. We're going to be here till 3. We're going to be breaking down the trades and everything. So, to recap some of the trades that have already happened, Evan Fournier going to the Boston Celtics for 2 second-round picks. Now, I thought he was going to demand more than that. We must be in line for something if we weren't willing to give up 2 seconds for Evan Fournier. Aaron Gordon going to Denver. JaVale McGee going to Denver. Norman Powell going to the Trailblazers. So, a lot of trades going on here. Sixers, if you guys haven't heard yet, have traded for George Hill. Definitely love the piece off the bench. I think it's huge. And I'm honestly surprised that Norman Powell goes to the Blazers in exchange for Gary Trent and Rodney Hood. Like, I thought it would be more so draft compensation. So, I don't know, man.
Wild. That's wild.
Sixers, the second-round picks that we're sending to the Thunder are in 2025 and 2026. This man, Sam Presti, is ridiculous.
Wow.
They have picks lined up for the next 8 years.
Trying to get ESPN on my laptop here.
Yeah, if the Sixers are sending Danny Green to the Warriors, like people are saying here, like, I think it has to be a 3-team trade for Kyle Lowry.
Ooh. I like that. Prevent this. There's Woj. He's talking about the Magic Aaron Gordon to the Nuggets trade. Yeah, Twitter's ahead of ESPN. I don't need ESPN.
Yeah, I'm seeing it here. They just had something on George Hill, but I didn't see it till the end.
If he actually pulls off Kyle Lowry and George Hill, this is a favorite to win.
Absolutely,
I would think this is a favorite to win. That's the goal here.
About Raptors fans too. They were all coming at me this morning because I said that the Sixers had leverage in the Lowry situation because Toronto needs some compensation. Like, they're obviously selling and they want compensation back. All Raptors fans were coming at me, and I just clicked on my guy Luca Rosano, great content creator for the Raptors. He said, "How do you feel about the Norman Powell trade, Raptors fans? They're really out here trying to justify this trade." I mean, come on, man. They didn't get any draft compensation.
Yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand at all. You're trying to rebuild. What are you really doing getting Gary Trent Jr.? I don't know.
Some dude just tweeted some dude, Brandon Scoop Robinson. I don't know who this guy is. NBA insider in his bio. He says Kyle Lowry to Miami. That's all he said though. Come on, bro.
Yeah, he's not an NBA. How many followers does he have?
He has a check.
Is a check?
He has a blue check. And he has 30K followers.
It's a real blue check?
It's a real blue check.
Well, that kind of scares me a little bit.
It does. That's all he said though. Hold on. Let me see if I can. Guys, shout out. We got 650 in the chat. Hit the like and sub for your boys, man. We just got on here as George Hill is getting traded to the Sixers. Let us know your thoughts in there. We'll try to get some going here.
Woj said Philly is out. I didn't see that. He didn't say that.
I don't know, man. Shout out to my guy. It's Level coming with a $5 donation. Says hi. What's going on, bro? What's going on?
Thanks for the donation, bro.
Thanks.
Much appreciated.
Much appreciated, man. Yeah, the chat is going nuts right now.
No spamming in the chat. You will be muted if you spam the chat.
Yep. And shout out to With God E coming with a $5 donation. Says, if we could pull off Lowry without giving up Green, I'm all for it. Giving up Green is giving up elite defense and shooting and experience. What do you think, DJ?
You're not wrong. As much trash as I talk on Danny Green, every game I love what he does defensively. You know what I mean? He just hounds guys. He's a dog. He gets his hand on everything. And I'm like, I just hate what he does on the offensive end sometimes, but his defense is definitely elite. So, you're not wrong there. If you can keep Danny Green and add Lowry, yeah. I don't think I don't know who's interested in Danny Green at this point. Like, are teams really taking him?
Apparently Golden State is interested.
I don't know why Golden State would be interested in Danny Green. He's like 36, isn't he?
Yeah, I have no clue. I think, honestly, that in terms of Danny Green, I think he's been having like these sneaky good defensive games. And I think he just, like, Doc calls him a coach on the floor. Like, I think he just understands his role on the floor. And, our floor spacing works a certain way. I don't know if we want to part with Danny, but if he is getting interest, then maybe we do a 3-team trade. I don't see where people are saying Woj just reported that Philly is officially out on Kyle Lowry after the George Hill trade. Are you serious, bro?
Where does it say that?
This is coming from Kai Carlin, who is a Sixers reporter, but
Woj is live on ESPN. That's why he's not tweeting. I'm looking at his Twitter and nothing's happening.
Everybody now is saying the Sixers are out on Kyle Lowry. So just now, ESPN Woj said the Sixers are officially out on Kyle Lowry.
So what the hell are they doing with the Warriors?
I don't know, but we better be making another move. Like,
although, I mean, with this team fully healthy and George Hill leading the second unit, I'm still not like upset about it.
Nah, I'm very happy with George Hill. Like, I think he's going to be huge.
Yeah, if he could have pulled off Lowry and Hill, that would have made you the favorite to win the title, I think.
Yeah. Jason Dumas is reporting the Sixers are in the market for a 3-and-D guy now. So
from the Warriors.
Just in general. So I just have a heart. First off, let me get to this donation. Styles Washington, thank you for the $5 super chat. Says, dudes, follow Hoop Central on Twitter. They're dropping all the news fast. Got you. Appreciate that. Guys, we got 750 in the chat. Hit the like and sub for your boys up here. Talking trade deadline news. Shout out to all the channel members in the building. Sixers traded for George Hill. We're following all the live news and everything going on. I don't know about you, DJ. I got a hard time believing that the Sixers are just out. Like, even if Woj said it, like, you're telling me now that what, the only destination is Miami? Or is there like a sleep? Like, I don't see him going to the Lakers.
I mean, so it's obviously that's just Woj saying that. Like, it's not like Daryl Morey said that. It's not like anybody in our front office said that. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
It could just be an assumption, like, oh, they got George Hill, so that means they're not getting Lowry. I don't know. I don't think that came from our camp.
Absolutely, yeah. I would love to hear what he said because some people do try to take things out of context too.
Someone said Steph to Sixers. We're trading Danny Green for Steph Curry. Let's go. We got both Curry boys.
Imagine that.
Holy cow. Josh Harris would definitely be paying out of pocket for that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think we'd ever go into the luxury tax though. We're just too cheap. Let's see. We can still get
think
Lonzo.
they would do it for. I think they would do it for a couple years. Most owners will do it for a couple years because they know the return on investment is there.
True. Maybe now with this ownership, yeah.
Yeah.
We just want to shout out everybody in the chat, guys. What's going on? Almost 800 in here. We're going to try to read as many comments as we can. We're definitely looking at your thoughts, though.
I think the Lakers are going to kill us tonight. No. They don't have anyone playing. How would they kill us?
Yeah. That's a whole different story.
No LeBron, no AD.
Asia, what's going on? Says Raptors didn't like their trade offers. Here's the thing, though. They traded Norman Powell, right? So the sense now, right? Don't buy into everything. Listen to your head now. They are going to trade Kyle Lowry. There is no reason now at all. Like, Norman Powell would be the more likely to stay out of the two, in my opinion. Kyle Lowry's on an expiring $30 million contract. Why not get compensation now? They know they've lost 9 in a row. They're not going anywhere.
It's 100%. I mean, he was crying last night walking into the tunnel.
Yeah,
he knew it was his last game.
Right.
Yeah,
he even threw up the peace sign. Like, he's out of here. But now it's just, I'm having a hard time believing that we're just out now. Like, I don't know. Like,
shout out to Asia, by the way, member on both channels. Shout out to Asia.
Shout out to Asia for sure. And shout out to all the channel members. Guys, listen to me right now. I'm putting 2 and 2 together here, right? If you are the Toronto Raptors and the Sixers are out or something, right? Like, first off, why would this come out right now? That kills their leverage for the last however long until the trade deadline. Like, they're trying to push up the price. So why would that come out?
Yeah, I'm not going to believe anything until 3:00. That's all I know. I'm not going to believe anything. It ain't over till the fat lady sings.
Right.
Lord Brunson and Danny Green for Lowry and Steph Curry.
That's funny. Paul says he literally said this: the Sixers got their point guard, so they're officially out on Kyle Lowry.
Exactly. That's him making an assumption. That's exactly what that is.
This would be a great trade, and I've been seeing people throw it around. Now that the Magic are going full fire sale, thoughts on Terrence Ross? The Magic are selling everything right now. I would do whatever I can to get T. Ross. I wouldn't mind it.
Yeah, and that would be another. I mean, if they just let Fournier go for 2 second-round picks, that would be another guy that wouldn't cost you much to get.
Yeah, and now that's bugging me too. Like, 2 seconds for Evan Fournier. Like, you can't tell me the Sixers are done here. You cannot tell. You're telling me we spent 2 seconds on George Hill over Evan Fournier? I mean, come on now.
Yeah, it's a good point. You would rather have Evan Fournier, right? Younger? I don't even know how old Fournier is.
Fournier's a starter. He's like, let me look it up.
He's averaging 18 points a game. 30. I know that.
Yeah, and he can. I don't like the guy personally, but he shoots well. He's 28 years old. And let's see.
So somebody said CJ McCollum. So do you think the Portland Trailblazers are selling that much that they would sell? They would just start to sell their guys?
Nah, they're not. They're not selling. They're buying because they just got Norman Powell. Unless
they traded for Norman Powell. Yeah,
unless they view like McCollum not being the man anymore, and they wanted to like swap, but I don't think so. Evan Fournier averaging 20 a game, shooting almost 40% from 3. I mean, 2 seconds for this guy, and he's a starter. Plays 30 minutes a game. Come on, man. You can't tell me we're done now. Like,
no.
And even if we are, like DJ said earlier, like I'm happy with what's going on here. Like, George Hill is a great pickup. But I mean, let's see. The chat's going so fast. I'm trying to see all the comments here.
Simmons to Suns.
RB Boston had a $28 million trade exception. That's why they were able to do it. All right, there you go. I did hear that was part of it. George Hill is washed. That's why he's overrated. Look, again, you're thinking of George Hill, the prime George Hill. We know he's not prime George Hill. The dude shot 46% from 3 last year on a contending Bucks team. Come on, man.
Yeah, he's not. And how's he overrated? Nobody's saying George Hill's an all-star.
That's what I'm saying.
He's a veteran point guard that can shoot the three ball. That's it. That's something this team doesn't have.
Man. Hill's a more competent backup point guard than Maxey. Right now he is because he has experience.
Exactly. Tyrese Maxey has the potential to be something in the future. They didn't trade.
It's like I don't even want to look at Twitter right now because you got these like fake sources out here putting stuff out that doesn't make sense. Like,
yeah, I'm not reading the timeline at all. I'm literally just clicking on Woj's name and Shams' name in Hoop Central now. Thanks for that recommendation.
Oh man.
We do not need another center. Who's saying Boogie to Sixers? Yeah, nope, I'm out on that. You know, Portland should have gave us CJ McCollum for Tony Bradley. That's what it should have happened.
If Portland traded Gary Trent and Rodney Hood for Norman Powell, like I thought there was going to be maybe a first included in that, at least a couple seconds. I mean, what could we have given up to get Norman Powell? Like that would have been a huge option.
All right, so is Lonzo Ball still available, you think? Is Lonzo Ball still a possibility for the Sixers?
Yeah, I think he gets moved before 3. I think he'll be a late name that pops up.
Birds Nation, I got you. I told you DM me on Instagram about the shirt, man. I'll send it wherever. You got to give me your address.
Shout out to Brandon coming in with a $5 donation. Says, awesome content creators. I love seeing reports of Philly and Miami not giving in to Lowry's insane request. No team are going to fold for him. That's kind of what I've been trying to say, man. And the Raptors too. Like we have leverage in this situation because the Raptors are primed to move him. Like we're not viewing it as like a James Harden like move over the top. Mm-hmm. Like that's just me though.
Yeah, what they're asking for is like, okay, bro, it's 1 o'clock. You got till 3, so I'm gonna sit back until 3. But nobody's gonna say yes to that at 1 o'clock. They're gonna make you sit for 2 hours and choose the deal that's the best for you.
Right. Absolutely. And then at the same time, it's like he wants an extension. He wants $25 million a year for 2 years.
Yeah. I don't know how to give moderator things on StreamYard, by the way. I've done it on YouTube live.
Yeah, you can't on StreamYard. You have to just do it on YouTube. But shout out to Birds Nation coming with a $5 donation. Says, I'll trade my shirt for a wrench. Guys, we got 860 in the chat. Hit the like and subscribe. We're here covering all the latest trade news, everything going on. You guys give us your thoughts. Both of us like George Hill. We think it's a good move for the Sixers. I just don't see us being done yet. And remember, we still have the buyout market. So
the Clippers have also engaged the Raptors for Kyle Lowry.
Now that I could see being something they actually try to do if it's feasible for them.
The Clippers. That would make them maybe a favorite in the West.
Yeah, I mean, the Clippers, I feel like they do need a point guard like that. But maybe they're just trying to drive up and put competition against the Lakers. But yeah, anyway, looking at George Hill, his career 3-point percentage is 38.4%. He's averaged 11 points over his career, 3 assists a game, 3 rebounds, shoots 80% from the line. I think it's a good trade. I think it's a guy that fills out our bench.
Yeah, and you guys are right. The Clippers don't have any first-round picks for like 7 years, so I don't know what they're going to trade for Lowry.
I honestly think it's going to come to a stage of desperation where, the Raptors are just trying to get whatever they can at this point. I don't think it's going to be a huge trade like everyone, or at least Raptors fans, seem to think.
All right, so you don't want to trade Matisse Thybulle, right?
I wouldn't like to, no.
For Lowry. Matisse Thybulle.
I'd rather trade Maxey than Thybulle.
Well, the rumor is they wanted both and 2 first-round picks.
I did hear that. And that's actually when I put the tweet out about us having leverage and them, that's how a negotiation starts. Like you start up here, we offer down here, then you meet in the middle. But I don't think they're going to get a package anywhere as good as what they're trying to get there.
Well, if the Sixers are willing to give that package, there's nothing better than that. If Daryl Morey's actually like, as much as I don't want to do this, you can have Thibault, Maxey, and 2 firsts. There's no offer better than that.
Oh, no. I don't think that would be a good trade for the Sixers. I really don't. Like 2 first-rounders as well? Like, come on, man. I don't know about that. I think that was just like a high price. And I think the Raptors are just – yeah, actually, you know what, man? Now that I'm thinking about it, now it's coming together in my head. Maybe Daryl Morey did put this out, right? The Sixers are out of it now. You know what that's going to do, right? Masai Ujiri. Oh, wait. Come back.
Yeah.
We'll go down a little bit.
We're out. Yep.
So Daryl Morey would be the type to do that too. He'd text Woj like, yo, let him know we're out.
Yeah, that's real negotiating right there.
Guys, give us your thoughts in the chat. What'd you say?
Someone said Maxey is our future.
He is, but we're trying to win.
Yeah, we're not trying to have a future. We don't care about a future. We want 2 rings in 5 years. That's what we want. I want 2 rings in 5 years. That's what I want.
Yeah, guys. I mean, Joel Embiid is playing at an absurd level, and we've even gotten a reality check now. Like, some of us thought he might have been gone for the season. So there's like, time is of the essence, man. Like,
yeah.
You never know.
As much as I don't want to be cryptic, like if you look at DeMarcus Cousins injuries at 30 or 31, he's done. He's a shell of himself.
Exactly. Shout out to my guy Dave. Shout out to all the channel members. Almost a K in the chat combined. 2 channels live. Philly Take with RB. Run it back, Philly, guys. Hit the like and sub. We're going to be here till 3, breaking down the latest news. Give us all your thoughts, man. Do you guys think the Sixers are done yet? Do you think we're going to make another move? Do you think we're actually out on Larry? What do you think?
No, I mean, I don't think we're out. Somebody said you want 2 rings in 5 years and don't give up too much for a 35-year-old point guard. I mean, you'd be having him for 3 years, right? He wants a 2-year extension.
Right. What do you think about this one? Because this is one I forgot to mention. Nikolai Vuchevich to the Bulls.
Yeah, I forgot about it. I was going to say, I heard the Bulls get somebody important.
Dude, that was a huge trade. Did you see what they got back?
And they just made another trade, too.
Who?
They just did something else a couple minutes ago. Anyway, continue what you were saying.
I'm trying to pull up the package they got. I know it was Wendell Carter. I think it was 2 first-rounders. And what else did he get?
Yeah, they just traded. I mean, they just benched Wendell Carter like last week.
Yeah. Oh, and guys, by the way, a lot of you guys wanted Nemanja Bjelica. I didn't want him. He also got sent to the Miami Heat. So you guys let us know what you think about Bjelica. I was not high on him at all. But yeah, so for the Chicago trade, it was the Bulls get Vuchevich and Al-Farouq Aminu. And then the Magic get Otto Porter, Wendell Carter, 2 first-round picks. So the Magic are on full fire sale right now.
Yeah, the Magic finally accepted they're not a good basketball team. They finally accepted it. They were that Sixers from like 2010 to 2014 where we just were fringe playoff team for 4 or 5 years in a row. Like, dude, it's time.
Yeah, and they went 4-0 to start the season. They thought they were going to be an Eastern Conference finalist. Shout out to Ethan coming with a $3 donation. Thanks, Ethan. Says we should get Oladipo. What do you think, DJ?
When he's healthy, I like his game. When he's healthy, he's a combo guard who can score, but he's just so inconsistent on the floor, off the floor. You know what I mean?
He wants an extension too.
He just had a 35-point game for the Rockets a couple weeks ago, and then he didn't play the next night. It's like, he's not even technically injured, but he's almost like Joel Embiid with the the load management. Like, I don't know about Oladipo, man. I don't like it.
No, I think he's too inconsistent being on the floor, like you said, and I think that I think he turned down like 2 extensions from the Pacers and the Rockets, and we're just not going to give him that money because those kind of contracts in Philly, how they end up,
Yeah, that's true too. The contract too.
Shout out to Atticus coming with a $2 donation. Would y'all trade for John Wall, Lonzo, or Kyle?
John Wall. Nah, I wouldn't even consider John Wall. Lonzo and Kyle are the 2 that I'm high on. If we're out on the Kyle trade, I still want Lonzo. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah, I'll take either one of them, like you said. But let me ask you this. In terms of Lonzo Ball, right? I heard your thing last night. The owners got to pay him and all that. I'll be honest, though. I don't think Lonzo has earned $20 million a year. Like, I think he has the potential to on maybe if he tests himself again for another year or 2. But he hasn't really been a consistent starter. You know what I mean? So 20 mil for that guy? What do you think?
Yeah, that's true. That's high. I think he's setting his price tag high on potential. Like you said, he has the potential. So it's like, I can be this good, so pay me this much money to see if I am this good. Yeah, I don't think he's a $20 million player right now.
Yeah. I think it's a lot of LeVar Ball talk. I think he's trying to drive up his own price. I mean, but 20 is a lot for Lonzo, especially when you got contracts like Toby, Ben, and Joel. Like,
probably, yeah. If you like Lonzo, don't look at his Instagram. I'm just going to warn you on that. His Instagram is cringe-worthy, man. Oh, my God, it's bad. I
have not seen it.
He posts like pictures of himself in outfits and puts his like rap lyrics under the pictures. And his rap lyrics are terrible, and the pictures are I can't handle it. His Instagram is horrible. What happened?
Some dude, I think this guy Brett Siegel, NBA Insider. I think he's got his information wrong because someone just tagged me in this, and it said Austin Rivers going to the Sixers to reunite with his dad, but I don't think that's true.
No,
because Kyle Neubeck just tweeted here. He says, "Here's the full Sixers Thunder deal." I'm actually going to pull it up. First off, let's get to this. Shout out to With God E coming with a $10 donation. Thank you so much. Says, if y'all think about it, all we need right now is a stretch 5 like Covington, and we're set. That's all. Someone that can play alongside Ben while Embiid sits. What do you think about that? Like a kind of a stretch big that can defend multiple positions.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's part of the reason that Tony Bradley wasn't that valued on this roster, because you can't have a bunch of guys that can't stretch the floor. Dwight Howard and Tony Bradley, like, you need one of them to be able to shoot the 3.
Yeah, okay. So apparently the guy was misinformed about Austin Rivers. I agree about the big. Something else has came in. According to Keith Pompey, Danny Green's agent has told him to expect to be traded.
Wow, we did not see this coming from a mile away.
I mean, last time Keith was spot on with the Thibault and the Simmons thing about the agents telling them and stuff. I don't know how accurate this is, but I got to tell you something. Like, if Danny Green's now being traded and it's not for Lowry, first off, I think Lowry's still in the mix. All right. And second off, I really do think that a big trade is coming. Like, I don't think we would just trade Danny Green for another role player. I just don't.
No, I don't think so either. I don't think so. With God,
I agree with you, bro. I would definitely try to get a stretch big now. I think we have more than we realize sometimes.
I don't think Robert Covington is a stretch big though. I mean, that's a wing. Yeah. He was a 5 because Daryl Morey ran him at center because he traded. That was a horrible situation in Houston when they were running Covington at center.
I do not want Robert Covington or just him, but yeah, definitely a stretch big. Shout out, guys. We got 1,000 combined in both chats. Hit the like and subscribe, man. We're here. Crazy, man. We're having fun breaking down the trade deadline. I
thought the 500. I'm seeing 500. That's just my channel. I thought that was total.
Yeah, no, we have 1,006 combined. Guys, hit the like and sub, man. We're here breaking it down.
Go.
Let us know if you're enjoying this, man. Shout out to Nick McGinnis coming with a $5 donation. Thank you so much. Says, if your Sixers in the conference finals playing a healthy Nets team, would you have Ben guard KD or Harden?
See, this is the reason a lot of people don't want to trade Matisse Thybulle, because you put Ben and Matisse on the floor, you're slowing down both of those guys.
Right. I'm having Ben go on KD, to be honest. If KD's fully healthy on the floor, I've seen KD when he gets going, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's hard for me to say which one is more of an unstoppable scorer, but I guess if I had to choose, I would say KD is 99.9% unstoppable.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to that mid-range jumper. He's too tall. Nobody can even get close to it.
Absolutely. All right, let me see. Shout out to everyone in here. Let's see if I can screen share this.
George Hill is still injured. What exactly is George Hill's injury?
He had like a sprained thumb, I think.
That's not.
He's been out he only played 14 games, but I honestly think they just didn't want him to get hurt again. Like,
yeah, if they were like, hey, this is a trade value guy. Yeah,
George Hill out with a thumb. Let's see.
Kelly Oubre incoming. People are saying. Listen.
Oh no.
You're not in on Kelly Oubre.
No.
I'm a big time Kelly Oubre fan. He just put up 13 on us in one quarter the other night.
I like his energy, but there was a stretch the beginning of the season where he did not hit a three. I forget how many it was, but it was like it. Look,
he's really still adding that to his game. He really
if you're getting Kelly Oubre, right? Like, okay, if you're getting him, but then you have to give up Danny Green, then no.
Yeah, I don't think Kelly Oubre is very expensive.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, people are saying him for Danny Green. I don't think that's a good trade. Like,
I didn't see a Warriors trade coming at all. I can't get over this Danny Green to the Warriors rumor.
Yeah.
It sounds crazy to me.
Here's the thing on George Hill. Let me see if I can share this. Let's see. So as you can see, this was on February 2nd. George Hill to miss 4 weeks after a thumb surgery. Will be out for 4 weeks after undergoing what the team called a minor procedure on an injured thumb. So for people out there saying that he's hurt and he's injured, stop it, all right? Come on now.
Yeah, he got surgery on his thumb. I'm cool with that.
That's what I'm saying, man. Shout out to Miguel Edwards for the $1 donation. Thank you, Miguel. And shout out to Ms. 35 for the $1 donation. Appreciate the support and love. Let's see. We got Philly Mike in the house. What's going on, Philly Mike? Shout out to you for the donation. Says Raps will cave if Green's gone. We're getting a starter. I 100% agree.
That's true. Daryl's probably saying, hey, if he thinks it's possible, maybe he's doing the Danny Green thing to make room.
Exactly. We're playing the hard game, the hard, long game. You know what I mean? There's no way that we're just out on Lowry like that. That would kill everything from every angle. Like, I just don't believe it. Let's see.
Who's playing backup 5 now that Bradley and Poirier are gone? Bro, I don't. No. Nobody's putting any stock in Bradley, and definitely not.
Poirier, look, read this to the chat, bro. Look at this.
Oklahoma City now has projected 34 draft picks over the next 7 years. What?
The dude is a
first-round draft picks.
The dude is going absurd.
Is that Sam Hinkie over there?
No, it's Sam Presti.
That might be Sam Hinkie.
Sam's twin brother.
Wow.
This is absurd, dude. He has it lined up till 2028.
And, when you get that's the thing. When you get that many draft picks, you're in a position to do basically anything every year because you can always package literally 7 of those for a star player, or you can package 2 of them to move up in the first round, or you can you can do all kinds of things with 17 first-round draft picks.
That's unbelievable, bro. Like, that is literally Sam Hinkie in essence, bro.
It is. Yep, it is.
Shout out to Taz coming with a $2 donation. Says, I think we make a run with what we have. I think we can too. I don't think we're as far off as everyone thinks.
I think we can make a run with what we. No, absolutely, yeah. When we're healthy, you know, people were saying we need to stand pat. I didn't agree with that totally. We were still a contender with what we had going on, but we had an obvious deficiency with the bench rotation, and George Hill makes that bench a lot better just with his experience and his facilitating.
I don't think we're done. I know Dumas reported that we're going to get we're in the market for a 3-and-D guy. I could definitely see that because I don't think we trust Furkan yet in the playoffs. Like, you know what I mean? We need that consistent shooter off the bench.
Well, Daryl's got an hour and 25 minutes left. The Raptors have an hour and 25 minutes left to pull the trigger on their best offer.
Yeah. I'm telling you guys, like the Raptors are not just going to go out here and just not like they traded Powell. Why would they keep Lowry?
Yeah, absolutely. They're definitely trading both of them.
Right. Let's see. Look at Vincent Poirier right here with the eye emoji. Shout out the Sixers courtside. Look at this. Look at these comments.
Yo, Vincent Poirier thinks he's important. That's hilarious. Nobody gives a fuck if you get traded, mate.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to Vincent Poirier. If he has played his last garbage minutes with the Sixers, I appreciate Vincent Poirier. Dude is funny, man.
He is funny. Whenever we have like a 30-point blowout and he gets on the floor, I'm excited because the guy's just a goofy. He's just so goofy.
Shout out to Vic, man. Please don't let Mike Scott survive this, bro. Please.
If Mike Scott survives yet another deadline.
Please.
Mike Scott is just so the NBA 2K player that spent all his VC on swag, dude. He's the like you can't be rocking 2 shooting sleeves, a headband, and this whole getup when you're a 66 overall, man. You can't be doing this.
You know what's crazy too? Like Mike Scott is the epitome of how Philly fans will defend their players. Like the hive. Like, I'm sorry, guys. Come on, man.
I mean, he was going to people's weddings. He was showing up at random tailgate parties. Mm-hmm. Mike Scott was just like, hey, this city's cool as hell. I'm gonna just go to parties and hang out. Like he was living the life.
Exactly. And if
he had no responsibility because he wasn't an important player.
Dude, Tony Bradley got traded. I didn't even know the fans loved him this much. Could you if Mike Scott gets traded? I mean, my God, it's gonna be different.
Mike Scott Hive is gonna go nuts. They're gonna cry.
Exactly. Shout out to the Observer. Says great content. Has Tobias Harris been worth $180 million? That's a good question. What do you think, DJ?
Not $180 million. No. He's definitely played better this year than he has in the past years. So, we were really ranting and raving about that contract last year. But shout out to Tobias and the fact that a lot of his poor play last year had to do with the roster construction, Brett Brown, and all that stuff. He definitely looks closer to a max contract player this season in Doc Rivers' system. But at the end of the day, if you're not a he almost made the All-Star team, right? He was right on the edge with Julius Randle and those guys.
Right.
If you're not an absolute shoe-in to the All-Star team, you're not a $180 million player. I just don't think you are. But he's no slight to Tobias. And I'm glad we're paying him that much because I'm glad he's on this team. But definitely overpaid.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I think Tobias Harris has been the max version of himself. Like, this is what I envisioned when I envisioned the max Tobias on this team. But I think we all know that Tobias was never going to be a $180 million player. Like, that was a panic move when Jimmy Butler left. But when I said, can Tobias give us 20 a game, 22? Like, this is all I need from Tobias. So I'm very impressed with him, man. Let's see. We got a comment here that says, look at the Nuggets starting 5. They are stacked. This is true, but I also want to ask DJ about this. They gave up a lot of depth today. Let me try to find what they gave up.
What did they give up to get Aaron Gordon?
Oof, they gave up a good amount, in my opinion. like good role players. Let me see.
I mean, I'm not. I was never crazy about Aaron Gordon.
Look, this is what they gave up: Gary Harris, R.J. Hampton, and a first-round pick. And they also gave up. Let's see.
Gary Harris was an important player to them. They paid him a lot of money a couple years ago, didn't they?
He definitely was an important player. And who did they give up? Oh, they got JaVale McGee earlier this morning.
Oh, yeah. I think I retweeted that and said bomb. First bomb of the day, JaVale McGee to the Nuggets.
Yeah. And they gave up Isaiah Hartenstein and 2 protected seconds. But, yeah, Gary Harris was a good player, in my opinion. And I think he did what they – I don't know how Aaron Gordon's going to fit with Jokic, man. I don't know. I guess it's just me thinking, but –
Well, that's what I mean. Gary Harris was a shooter and a ball handler and that combo guard that can do things for you on the first team, second team, whatever. Aaron Gordon, you gave up shooting, I feel like, to bring Aaron Gordon into your team to have a big rebounder, glue guy that's supposed to be an all-star, but he's not really one.
Is Aaron Gordon on a max contract?
He might be.
He might be.
I don't think Aaron Gordon's just a name at this point. Like, he was one of those players that was supposed to be a star, and I don't think he's a star. And people keep still throw out his name like Aaron Gordon. I don't know. I haven't seen him do anything impressive.
Right. Shout out to Jason Wallace coming with a $5 donation. Thank you, Jason. Says, I'm only trading Green for Lowry. Green might not be a superstar, but he has served a purpose with the Sixers' success. I think that's a beautiful way to put it.
He has definitely served a purpose. But I don't think Lowry's the only player you can trade Green for.
Yeah.
But
I agree.
People are valuing his defense, and I get that. I value his defense too. You are definitely losing defense if you trade Danny Green. I'd trade him for Lonzo Ball, though, right now. And Lonzo can play some defense too. So then you get a facilitator and a scorer and a shooter, and not as good of a defender as Danny Green, but I'd still make that trade.
I think that like you said, Danny Green has served the purpose, but I've been saying this. I really feel like if Lowry was to get traded, I feel like it would have to be a 3-team trade. Like, I just don't view Daryl as giving up Danny Green. I don't know why. It's just a gut feeling, but
I think Daryl will give up Danny Green. I don't think the Raptors want anybody like Danny Green. I think the Raptors are looking at the future. They're saying, all right, we're going to trade the guys that have the most value right now to get future draft picks. That's exactly what they're doing. So I don't see them trading anybody for Danny Green.
Yeah, but I do think it's safe to say, and I'll be honest, I don't really want Larry to go to Miami. Like, I do feel like he will be on the move. It's just a sweepstake at this point. With God with a $5 donation, thank you, bro. Says, bro, the Nuggets are not stacked. They have no defense. They traded their best defenders, and Murray is not a consistent player. I see that's more on my kind of like thinking right there.
Murray's been inconsistent this year. I don't know what's going on, actually. He was looking like a superstar in the playoffs last year, dropping back-to-back 50-point games and all that.
Yeah, the Nuggets are, what are they, the 6th seed or something like that? Like, I'm surprised they went full buy-in here, but I guess they're trying to make their way up, especially with the Lakers getting hurt.
Yeah, they're banking on, they still want to maximize Jokic's prime and all that, and that's how professional sports are. When you got 2 players that you feel like are star players, it's your turn to put as many good players around them and try to win.
Yeah. For some reason, I feel like the Nuggets had a really good chance like the last year or two, but like I feel like it's kind of it's all in for them, to be honest.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't understand the Aaron Gordon trade at all.
Yeah. I thought he was going to go to Boston. I'm glad he didn't. And even so, like, what do you think about that as well? Like, Evan Fournier to the Celtics, right? Like, how does he fit in with the Celtics?
Yeah, I don't know that either. The Celtics' main issue has been the bigs,
right?
Forever. They just lost last night, where they made a comeback against the Bucks, and they lost because nobody on that team can even come close to guarding Giannis. He was literally driving down the lane and doing finger rolls with ease over Daniel Tice with no resistance at all.
Yeah, the Celtics have been absolute. I mean, they just been terrible this year. Like,
so you add Evan Fournier, you add another guard, you still can't defend Giannis. You still can't defend any big man. Joel Embiid's still scoring 50 against you, no problem.
Yeah, a lot of interesting A lot of interesting takes, to be honest. So Josh says, how do you think Brett feels seeing us be first? I don't think Brett's even watching the trade deadline.
I do often wonder what Brett Brown is thinking, because he heard all the noise about wanting to be fired in this city. The whole city wants me fired, and then the next year, all of a sudden, the Sixers are a great team. It's just funny. I mean, I feel bad for the guy, but he just wasn't good.
Yeah,
nice
I think
guy.
We put that debate to rest. He's a great guy. I met him before.
Yeah.
But shout out to Lou coming in with a $5 donation. Shout out to Lou, great channel member. Says trade Tease, Danny, Maxey, and Shake for Steph Curry and run RB and DJ for the backup minutes.
Listen, I could probably go 10 minutes a game. That's what I could probably do, man. I could probably come in for a solid 10 minutes, shoot some deep threes. That's all I got. I'm not going anywhere near the lane. Probably won't step foot inside the 3-point line at this stage of my career.
Yeah. Doc's probably not playing us more than 5 minutes a game,
I would get I can just picture myself trying to guard somebody like Tyrese Maxey, for example. That guy my ankles would blow off of my legs. He would blow by me so fast it wouldn't even be funny.
It's crazy, man. And I don't know if you've ever met NBA players or stuff, but if you stand next to one like a center, you're looking massive. Up, you're like, damn.
I met Andre Iguodala one time at a celebrity basketball game. The guy is a giant.
He's unbelievable.
He's 6'7", 245. His arms are like the size of my body. He's a giant person, and you don't even really realize that.
It's unbelievable. I went to the Sixers Nuggets game a couple years ago, and I looked at Boban. I was right near the court, and I'm like, holy, this dude is. He was standing next to Jokic, and he made him look small. Yeah,
that's funny.
Shout out to Taz coming in with a $2 donation. Thanks so much. Says, what do you guys think about Maxey? I'll let DJ reiterate his thoughts. He put it pretty well.
Tyrese?
Yeah, I mean, we've been saying the same thing, really.
What do we think about trading him? I think he's a good young player. He has a lot of potential in the future. A team like the Raptors that's a great offer. That's a guy that has star potential when you watch him play. But as far as the Sixers, it's win now mode. We're not in the mode of waiting on players to develop or developing players or anything like that. You're trying to add veterans that are going to put you over the top right now. And that's what they're going to do. Exactly.
I agree. What'd you say?
If you make a 3, 4, 5 year run for the championship, and then if after that 5 years you're in rebuild mode, that's fine. That's what you want to do.
Yeah. Sometimes, guys, you got to realize you got to give to get. You can't just DJ said a couple weeks ago. You said it perfectly. You were like, you can't. I think when people were talking about Bradley Beal, you were like, you can't give up Terrence Ferguson and Shake Milton for Bradley Beal.
People were mad that I said we should have traded Shake Milton for Bradley Beal. They were angry about that. The love for players in the city it's second to none. Don't get me wrong. That's why players love coming here. Fans love players here more than any city on the planet. If you're a mediocre NBA player and you come here, you will be heralded as the GOAT, especially if you have a TJ McConnell style buzzer beater or something like that. They will never forget your name. But yeah, I mean, come on, man. We're talking about Bradley Beal. We're talking about these players that are just on a different level.
Yeah, I agree. Danny Green out here just tweeting normally during the trade deadline. What's going on, Danny Green? Rat says, what's up with the Bleacher Report putting out 30 minutes ago that the Warriors are targeting Danny Green? I think it's just talk. I think it's just talk, man. Let's see. We got Sean Philly coming with a $2 super chat. Thank you, Sean. Appreciate it, guys. We got 1,128 in the chat. Hit the like and sub on both channels. If you guys are here on mine, sub to DJ, vice versa. Shout out to everybody, all the channel members, everyone in here. Chat's going crazy, guys. Give us your thoughts. What are your thoughts? There's so many reasons why the Sixers fans hate the Raptors. Guys, do you want to see my mentions, bro? These Raptors fans were coming at my neck this morning, acting like they're just on top of the world, bro. I told them straight up, you guys don't have any leverage. You're going to have to trade Kyle Lowry. And they were just pissed off about it. Shout out to Sean coming with a $2 donation. I'll let DJ read it when he comes back. I like it though. Someone yesterday said we should reacquire Raul Neto. They actually said that. What do you guys think about this too? Would you guys have done this trade right here? Because I'm not. I'm definitely not. I'm definitely not. What do you guys think? We should have got Fournier. Yeah, I don't understand how we didn't. We gave up 2 seconds to get George Hill over Fournier. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. You guys want to see some delusion? I've never refreshed Twitter this much in my life. Are you, bro? Look at this. Look at this. This is the problem with some Sixers fans, bro. I'm just going to leave this up here so you guys can read it. Like, are you serious right now, bro? I'm gonna wait for DJ to come back and read this. DJ, I want you to read this super chat, bro, and then I want you to read what I got on the screen right here.
Oh, what did I do?
Can you hear me?
I think DJ can beat Raul Neto in 1v1.
Yo, I want you to, after you're done that, I want you to read what's on the screen right now. Like, this is the kind of stuff, bro, that's just like, come on.
Yeah, I think as much trash as I talk on Raul Neto, listen, he's still an NBA player. NBA players are on a different level, and Raul Neto looks like garbage against NBA talent, but against me, he would break me off in 2 seconds. I'm not going to say I would stand a chance against an NBA player. I'm done with Morey. He failed me. He's been living off the Harden trade for years. He blew it. Put Elton Brand back in charge ASAP. He blew what? What did he blow?
I guess people don't realize the trade deadline is still going on.
Oh, man. The only thing I had in my fridge was Natty Light Pineapple Lemonade.
There you go. Sounds about right for the trade deadline. Oh, man. Shout out to Sam with a $5 donation. Says, could we be targeting Lonzo if we moved off of Larry? I think it's definitely realistic. Our names were linked in that trade for a while now.
Yeah, and I just the fact that Lonzo Ball is 23 years old makes that even better because everybody wants to say, you know, don't give up your future for a 35-year-old or whatever else. Okay, then if we go get a good point guard that's 23, it still has all his best years ahead of him.
Right. And it's just about signing a contract, but you're more likely to sign an extension for Kyle Lowry, Lonzo Ball over Kyle Lowry, like, because he's young. Lonzo's developing.
I know this is rude, but I timed this horribly today. I didn't eat anything all day long, so I'm going to eat some Chipotle tacos on the stream. It's going to happen.
There you go. Normal life of DJ Eastwood, eating tacos. Shout out to Kendra with a $2 donation. Thank you so much. Someone's saying that someone said we gave up Vincent Poirier in the deal. I'm going to look that up now. What does this mean? Someone said this in my stream yesterday. I started laughing. Hassan Whiteside is being bid on right now. Guys, if we get Hassan Whiteside, I'm done being a Sixers fan. I'm done.
Hassan Whiteside is being bid on by the Sixers?
I think just in general, but like Hassan Whiteside might be the most wasted talent I've ever seen in my life. The guy just doesn't have drive.
No, he had a couple years. Didn't he? He fell off when he was drafted, and then he came back and had like 2 really good years.
Yeah. This is funny, bro.
Is there any way we can send my son to Oklahoma just for shits and gigs?
in the 3-team trade earlier. That's funny. Shout out to Nick coming in with a $5 donation. Says anyone can go except Furkan. And who do you have winning it all for March Madness? I think Gonzaga is going to win, bro. They're just too dominant. And to your Furkan point, well, I'm glad to see the Furkan hive has made their presence felt.
Furkan has potential, but he's young. He's definitely available. I know Nick's joking. I know he is.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, are you that confident in Furkan in the playoffs? Like, I'm not.
No.
I'm not. That's why we need a 3-and-D guy off the bench as well. So, let's see. We got Little Giant says, how long till the trades end? We have an hour and 6 minutes to go, guys. We got 1,100 up in the chats combined. Philly Take with RB, run it back Philly. Hit the like and subscribe, man. What's going on, everybody? Live reacting to all the trades. Get them likes up on both channels, man. What's going on, everybody? Let's see.
Chipotle is hitting, though.
There you go. Let's see. Sean coming in with a $2 donation says Brett's definitely mad that white players are on the bench.
Yeah, he's yelling at his TV. What are you guys doing?
I coached Tim Duncan before. Come on, man.
You got to play from the post, man. I coached Tim Duncan. I don't understand how Brett didn't understand how spacing works. I'll never understand it. Yes, I understand valuing the post, but the post player needs space.
Yeah. I mean, the debate has been put to rest, to be honest. Like, it's ridiculous. People are saying that Poirier was in the trade for George Hill.
Talk about our trade that just happened with George Hill. I think some people joined the stream a little late, and then we already said things like 10 times.
There's a story. Let's see. Someone put out a story about it. So this just got put out. All right, so let's read what Kyle Neubeck said. Here's the story I was looking for. Let's see. So let's see if I can zoom this in a little bit. All right, so if you guys are just tuning in, Sixers traded for George Hill from OKC. Sixers trained for OKC Thunder guard George Hill, part of a 3-way deal. Guys, chill with the spamming in the chat too. Sixers acquired George Hill and Ignas Brazdeikis from New York. OKC gets Tony Bradley, 2 second-rounders in 2025 and 2026, and Austin Rivers. And the Knicks acquire T. Ferg, Vincent Poirier, and Philly's 2021 second-round pick. So did we give up? Okay, I think we gave up two seconds, and I think this one was from OKC. But yeah, so we did. So we gave up Poirier, Tony Bradley, and 2 seconds, and T. Ferg. That's a lot of the cap fillers there. So if we are going to get Lowry, it might have to be like a Mike Scott, Danny Green, something like that. Hill's missed time due to an injury on his thumb. Played a season and a half for the Bucks prior to being moved in the Drew Holiday trade. Sixers trying to assemble 2-way players ahead of the year's playoff run. So here's the part that everyone was highlighting. So the ability to keep Danny Green while adding another 2-way contributor played a part in Philly's thinking. This doesn't rule Green out of trade talks should the right offer for a needle mover materialize, but it was part of the Phillies' calculus when acquiring him. In the midst of a terrific year, there will be some questions. I would not count the Sixers out there yet. By retaining Mike Scott in the deal, his contract, along with Green's, leaves them reasonable financial path to matching money in a Lowry swap. Sixers are expected to continue working the phones up until the close of a deadline. And while they are now on the outskirts of Lowry talks, they remain interested in Lowry should the Raptors come down on the asking price. So that's what we've been saying. That's what we've been saying. Shout out to Marsha McCollum for becoming a new channel member. Marsha, thank you so much. Great supporter of the channel. Shout out to you. Appreciate it. Let us know what you guys are thinking in the chat, though. Think the Sixers are going to make another move? What's going to happen here? I like Kyle Neubeck. I trust Kyle Neubeck here. Usually he puts out things that are pretty on point, but we gave up a lot of our cap fillers, so it would probably take a Danny Green and a Mike Scott swap for us to get a guy like Lowry.
Yeah, I think the hang up is Matisse Thybulle. I think Daryl's sitting on Matisse Thybulle. Like, I'm not giving up Maxey and Matisse. I don't think he's going to.
Yeah, I don't think he is either. Brooks says, dude, we're off Lowry. Let it go. I'll let it go when you can spell Lowry. All right. Come on now.
Oh, man, Brooke. Thank you.
I just don't I don't think we're done. Like, I think another move is going to be made, but that's just me.
I love when people comment on my YouTube videos and tell me what to say and what not to say. Like, bro, you got to stop saying this. You got to start saying this. Hey, go on your phone, open the YouTube app, hit the create channel button or whatever it is, and make your own. You can say whatever you want.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Except nobody's going to be watching.
Right. Lowry. Put an extra E in there. Come on now. Shout out to Norbert watching us on the screen. Shout out to him. Let's see. We still got 1,100 in here. Guys, what are you guys thinking? Like, what's the next move do we make? I mean, Bielitsa is off the board. You guys wanted him. Bunch of these other guys. Let's see. Oh yeah, what do you think about the Nets landing JJ Redick? I think it's going to happen.
I think at this point in his career, that's probably a destination that he wants because he lives in Brooklyn, right?
Yeah.
I would say that's probably going to happen. Because when he came to the Sixers, the story was that his wife wanted Brooklyn so bad, and then she refused to agree to move, so they stayed living in Brooklyn, and he just commuted to Philadelphia. So at the end of the day, his wife's in charge of the situation. That's what happens when you get older. The woman runs the show, and he's going to give her what she wants. He's gonna go to Brooklyn.
Yeah. I think Redick's going to go there. I don't really like it, to be honest. I think some of his deficiencies will be masked with Brooklyn, and I think he's a good shooter off the bench for them. So,
well, yeah, imagine. I mean, you get James Harden can go out here and get 20 assists with his eyes closed. This guy's going to get JJ Redick's going to get wide open shot after wide open shot if he's on.
Yeah, I mean, if you got Joe Harris in your starting lineup and then you bring him off and you bring on JJ Redick, I mean.
I'm still not scared of the Nets. Joel Embiid scoring 40 a game against them.
I agree. Let's see. Superhero says he might not be giving up on Tease, but the Raps will accept the best possible offer. I agree. They're going to make the move. It's just, what are they like? Let me tell you guys something. If the Raptors end up out of this, right? They traded Norman Powell for Gary Trent and Rodney Hood. If they end up with those two and like Duncan Robinson out of these three players, I mean, come on now. That is a colossal failure for the Raptors.
I'm saying I think Tyrese Maxey moves the needle. They just don't want to accept it yet because when you're building for the future, you get first-round picks and a player that you can look at and say is probably going to be very good in the future. So you get the player and the picks to move forward instead of whatever other offer you're getting out there. I think it's an offer that can't be beat, but they're not getting Matisse on top of it.
Exactly. And I think now that the Raptors, in my opinion, kind of botched that Powell trade, now they're probably trying to get more for Lowry.
By the way, I finally watched the highlight of the Blake Griffin dunk the other night, and man, I feel bad for the guy. Like, what in the world? He can't hardly get off the ground anymore.
People wanted to go in for him. I said no. Like, Blake was one of my favorite players growing up ever since he jumped over that car, and I can't rock with him anymore. He's just not Blake anymore.
People wanted the Sixers to trade for Blake Griffin.
No, they wanted us to go in and give this guy – first they wanted us to trade for him when he was with Detroit. I said no. Then when he got bought out, they were let's go in on Blake. I was like, he just doesn't fit this team. Like,
No, not at all. You need at the end of the day, they're building the team around Joel Embiid. Every move is about Joel Embiid. It's all about shooters and spacing. There's no way we're going to go backwards and sign a guy that shoots 30% from the 3-point range and doesn't have any athleticism left.
Right. So apparently here they're saying John Wall and the Rockets are discussing a buyout. Could definitely see that happening. The Rockets, I thought, were going to be a fire sale too. They might even buy out Eric Gordon, to be honest. But that would be much harder with his contract. But the Rockets have just turned into – they've just been bad.
Isn't that crazy? Right when Daryl Morey left.
I mean, they went downhill. People are saying that Joel Embiid just tweeted. Let's see what Joel has to say.
Uh-oh. What do you say?
Look on the screen here.
Y'all better do it. He's the truth. OKC Thunder. Build around Tony Bradley.
That's great.
Oh, what a guy, man.
Joel's the man. Let's hear I got the jump on here. They're saying how much would they give up for Kyle Lowry?
Can you get the volume?
Yeah, they're saying the Sixers, Raptors, and Lakers. Like,
who is 35 years old today, whose contract expires, so he is a rental by definition. The question for those three teams and anyone else trying to sneak in.
No, he's not.
How much do you give up for Kyle Lowry?
See, that's what gets me about ESPN. Like, literally, news comes out, and everybody on the internet already knows what's going on. And like 2 hours later, ESPN reports it, and then she says that he's a rental. We already heard that he's not going anywhere unless he gets a 2-year extension.
Yeah. Here's Shams' latest on Lowry. I don't believe what Shams says, though.
You don't believe Shams? Why?
Thank you, Richard Jefferson. Shout out to a man that actually played the game. He just said, he was like, if I'm Philly, I'll give up Maxey, even though he does have potential. But even if I'm Miami, I'm not giving up that much because the Raptors are going to have to bite on something. I completely agree. I completely agree. There's no way they're keeping him. And then here it said Lowry's preferred spot is the Miami Heat per Shams. I don't care what Shams says. It's the same guy that told us Simmons was going to be day to day, and he was out for the rest of the year.
Is that why you don't believe him?
That is exactly why I don't believe him.
That might be more on the Sixers medical staff not being transparent.
That's a good point.
They probably told him his day to day, and he just reported it.
That's a good point. Let's see. Shout out to Sean. And this is actually a good question because I didn't know Poirier was in the deal, but he says, do you think we need a new center after trading Bradley? Like, who is going to play center for us now? I mean, we traded Bradley, Poirier, Embiid's out. So until Dwight's, I guess, going to be the starter, but like, who's going to play backup center? Paul Reed?
Yeah, I guess. B-ball Paul, small ball center. Let's go.
Ben Simmons? Oh, man.
Ben can play center in the right lineup. Like, Brett played him at center a couple times in certain lineups. I'm pretty sure the Lakers game last year where we beat the Lakers in LA, he had Ben playing center a couple times, and all he has to do is get the rebound, run the floor, and kick it out to all the shooters. But he can't. Yeah. He's not really good at. They say he can guard 1 through 5. Ben's not that good at guarding big centers. He's just not.
I agree. This is some funny stuff right here. This is what I'm talking about with Shams. All right. The Raptors are engaged with the Heat and the Lakers on Lowry talks. The hangups are Talon Horton-Tucker. All right. I mean, come on now. And Tyler Hero. Taylor Horton-Tucker? Are you serious, bro? I mean, come on, bro.
I'm told Lowry's preferred spot is the Miami Heat.
That's what Shams is saying. But in terms of a Lakers trade, the holdup is Talon Horton-Tucker. You're telling me the Lakers won't give him up for Kyle Lowry? Come on now.
Yeah, I don't understand that at all.
Come on, man.
That's the hang up.
Come on, bro. Shout out to oh, now they got Kendrick Perkins talking. Let me mute this real quick.
Yeah, good Lord. Hard to listen to, man.
Oh man. Shout out to Morris V coming in, becoming a Fire Take member. Morris, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Shout out to the new Fire Take members in the chat. Guys, we still have 1,100 combined on both chats. Get both streams up to 500 likes, guys. Hit the like and subscribe. We've been here for the last hour and a half talking trades, and we're here. We're going to be here. We got 50 minutes to go, guys. 50 minutes to go. Woj Bomb on Twitter. Let's see. People are saying Woj Bomb in the chat. Let's see. Where's Woj at? This is the Woj Bomb. Toronto's trading Matt Thomas to the Utah Jazz for a future second-round pick.
Matt Thomas. I don't even know who that is.
He's this little white guy that comes off the bench. I think he's like a rookie or something. Or he's definitely young.
Wait, what team are we talking about?
The Raptors traded Matt Thomas to the Jazz for a second-round pick.
Wow, what a bomb that was.
Right.
Woj walked away from ESPN to tweet that.
I feel like Woj is petty, bro. Like him tweeting out Toronto like that. He knew he was going to get everybody on there flooding.
Yep, absolutely.
The amount of people that must be at, like just sitting on their phones, just refreshing his Twitter. Like,
I'm so anxious right now. I can't believe we're 49 minutes away from Kyle Lowry being traded. Like, he's going to be traded.
Yeah. And if he's not, it is a colossal failure for the Raptors. And you guys can't tell me that they're not. Like, they got Gary Trent and Rodney Hood back. Do they think that's going to retool them for the playoffs for Norman Powell? Like, I like Gary Trent a lot, but come on now.
Yeah, I don't understand that trade that much. And I definitely don't understand the Aaron Gordon trade either.
Yeah. It's been a different, like, deadline. It's, like, different. The Heat
Boogie
of
Cousins to the Sixers for a second-round pick.
Wait, what?
People post in the comments sometimes like it's like they broke the news, but they're really just making stuff up, I think.
Guys, Boogie Cousins is a free agent.
Yeah, what? Who are they giving the second-round pick to? The NBA?
That's what I'm saying. So the Heat have offered Duncan Robinson in a trade package for Kyle Lowry. Yeah, no shit. I mean,
Woj again. Someone said Woj again.
Let's see. Here we go. Deal opens a roster spot to take on an additional player in a Lowry trade. Guys, it's going to happen.
Let's go.
Raptors continuing to talk to teams on deals with 45 minutes to go. Guys, let us know in the chat. What are you thinking? Like, what would you guys think if Lowry goes to Miami? What would you think, DJ?
If Lowry goes to Miami, a point guard like Kyle Lowry makes you good automatically, right?
Yeah.
It depends what Miami gives up. What's the package? I didn't even see the package that Miami's offering.
They're saying, like, some people are saying that it's going to take Tyler Hero to get Kyle Lowry. Like, that's going to be like the main focal point. I think it would too. Duncan Robinson might have to be in it and like maybe a couple picks. But I'm telling you, I don't want to play a team of Kyle Lowry and Jimmy Butler together. Like, that's just going to piss me off.
Yeah, it would be a good team. You think they would give up Hero and Duncan Robinson?
I think that's what Toronto would ask for, but I don't know if Miami would do that.
No, at that point, you're giving up a lot of shooting that you rely on. You know what I mean?
I agree.
The dream scenario would be to have Kyle Lowry run in the point position and still have those shooters on the team.
Yeah, exactly. Larry Nance to the Sixers, says PC. I would love that tree. I just haven't heard anything about Nance being moved. I don't know if the Cavs are going to do anything else.
The Raptors are preparing for a trade. They are definitely preparing for a trade.
There's no doubt they're going to move Kyle Lowry. I mean, again, we can.
Philly has too many guards. No, we don't. Green, Maxey, 1 first, 1 second for Lowry. Well, I mean,
I still think there's like, even if we don't get anybody now, like the buyout market's going to be huge. And I'm telling you, man, like, what's it called? Like there's still role players out there that I would expect to be moved, like Wayne Ellington, right? DeLon Wright went to the Kings. Like, how is that? What did that do for either team? Like,
yeah, nothing. Some people bring up once in a while DeMar DeRozan. I don't see the fit with DeMar DeRozan. He's not a 3-point shooter. I don't understand DeMar DeRozan. You already have spacing issues with Ben Simmons not shooting the ball, and you add another ball dominant guy that doesn't stretch the floor.
There's no fit at all. And you know, like I told you before, like people were trying to come at me saying that I wouldn't take DeRozan for Shake Milton. Yeah, I wouldn't take DeRozan because he doesn't fit with the team. Like,
yeah.
Jerry here, my guy, says I'd give up 2 firsts for Markkanen. I definitely would do that as well. I know there's the injury concern, but Lauri Markkanen is a stretch big, can play the 4 or the 5. He's like he's a unicorn, man. Like,
yeah, he is. And is he on the last year of his rookie contract already?
Yeah, he is, I believe. And he's only 23, and he just hasn't fit into Chicago. And now that they got Vuchevich as well, like if they traded Markkanen, I would definitely be in on that. And guys, we are still monitoring the Lonzo Ball situation. We're monitoring everyone, man. So
what is Chicago doing? Like, what is their plan?
I think they're trying to like kind of I think they're trying to build something around Zach LaVine, like with Vuchevich, LaVine, what's his name? Kobe White. Like, I feel like Chicago's trying to like not really go down, not go up, like just kind of rebuild a little bit, retool and get ready to try to make a run.
Yeah, I forgot about the Vuchevich trade already. Vuchevich helps. Definitely gives Zach LaVine at least another scorer on the team because Lauri Markkanen's always hurt.
Yeah. See, look at this. The holdup on both teams is the inclusion of Talen Horton-Tucker from the Lakers and Tyler Hero from the Miami Heat. I mean, come on, Shams. Really?
Natalie Eganoff said we're getting Steph Curry for what is it is her source Anthony Gargano. Per Anthony Gargano.
Shout out to TCTV, says hit the like button, Philly all day. Yes, sir. We still got 1,100 in here, guys. Hit the like and sub on both channels, man. Philly Take with RB, running back Philly. What's going on, everybody in the chat? You guys have been here rocking with us the whole hour and a half. We got 43 minutes to go. Where will Kyle Lowry land? What will happen?
Somebody said Lonzo Ball will end up in Chicago. That with Vuchevich, and if they add Lonzo Ball on top of that, yeah, that makes them have a nice core right there. I guess their plan now is, all the Zach LaVine trade talks went on for so long, and they're like, all right, we need to start making some aggressive moves to give this guy some other players on the team. Yeah,
absolutely. Let me ask you this though about this Powell trade to Portland, right? Like I've been saying, like the Blazers need like a forward. Like I really feel like they've been like one forward away, like a dominant forward from being a contender. But how does Powell fit with the Blazers? Like, are they going to part with McCollum? Like, I don't understand how he kind of fits.
Yeah, I don't know. It kind of reminds me of the Boston Celtics. Like, you're just adding another perimeter player, and you're not attacking your issue. You're not attacking your issue of centers. McCollum and Dame's issue for years now has been that they have no wing scoring, no center scoring, nothing. It's just 2 guards scoring 40 points a game. So you add another guard that could score.
Right.
That doesn't really help you.
I couldn't believe when they traded 2 first-rounders for Covington. I was like, are you kidding me?
I remember when I heard the news that they wanted 2 first-rounders for Robert Covington. And I made that video where I literally drove around my hometown and told random people, can you believe they want 2 first-round picks for Robert Covington? And then I would laugh.
That's great. The Knicks remain engaged in trade talks for Lonzo Ball. Let's see.
The Knicks are on the bubble right there. The Knicks are on the you know what I mean? You add a player like Lonzo Ball and you got the defense that they play with Julius Randle leading the charge and everything. They're looking like a solid team. You add Lonzo Ball, it's a good addition.
Yeah. I originally, like, earlier in the season, I was like, maybe we can get Alec Burks back at the deadline from the Knicks, but they've just been playing well.
See, stuff like this right here, these reporters can literally say the phrase, I get the sense. And then they can say whatever they want. They can completely make things up as long as it's their own sense. What sense did you get? What are you, Spider-Man? You got Spidey senses? I get the sense that I get the sense that Michael Jordan's going to come out of retirement. Like, you can say anything you want when you say I get the sense.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's just like I've heard things on both sides of the spectrum, man.
I don't get the sense that the Sixers' interest is closed off after the Hill acquisition. Well, what did he just say? He said two different things. I don't get the sense that the Sixers were ever close to a trade. I also don't get the sense that the interest is not closed off.
It's just, I don't know, man. It just goes back and forth. Like I've seen the most absurd things.
I get the sense, man.
Shout out to Colin with the $2 super chat. Thank you, Colin. Much love and support.
Next time I apply for credit and they ask me what my income is, I'm going to say I get the sense that I make $500,000 a year, and I also get the sense that I have an 820 credit score. So please approve me.
You gotta love it.
220. We are 40 minutes away from Kyle Lowry walking out of Toronto.
Did you see this clip last night where Woj had to tweet out a trade live while he was on an ESPN?
No, that's why I started going over to Shams, because Woj keeps going on TV and then he's not tweeting.
Dude, he literally tweeted like while he was on the air. He was looking down at his phone. They're like, Woj, you all right? He's like, yeah. He's like, hold up here. I got a trade for you. He's like, yeah, DeLon Wright's going to the Kings.
Yeah, he has to. Shout out to him for not selling out. You know what I mean? Woj used to be the Yahoo Sports reporter, and then he went over to ESPN. And then when he got on TV with ESPN, I thought like he was done with the Twitter thing, but I guess he's Twitter for life.
Right. Yeah, I don't know, man. Woj just does his thing. What are we even saying here? Imagine Toby and 2 first rounders for Giannis. Like, come on now.
People are saying Woj in the chat.
All right. Woj watch. Take 5,431.
The Hawks and Clippers for Rajon Rondo. The Hawks and Clippers have been discussing a trade for Rajon Rondo.
How about that?
The Clippers adding Rondo. I never saw his purpose in Atlanta in the first place.
I thought Atlanta was going to be like a sneaky good team, but they just got hurt right away. Bogdanovich got hurt. Like, it just didn't work out.
Yeah, they did add nice players on paper that should have made them a contender to make the playoffs, but
I think this trade deadline is going to go one of two ways. I think similar to NFL, it just bottoms out here, or I think in the last 20 minutes we get like 4 trades, like role player trades.
I like this question from Robert Manley right here in the comments. Can you see that?
Let's see. The chat is going nuts here. Let me see. Here you go.
Hypothetically, if the Ben Simmons trade for Harden had happened, would Houston Rockets be 0-20? Would they have lost 20 games in a row with Ben Simmons on the team? No, absolutely not. My criticism of Ben Simmons is against great defenses, that he disappears in the fourth and in overtime. But Ben Simmons absolutely annihilates bad teams. They wouldn't have lost 20 games in a row.
Right. I agree. So all these role players out there, I'm telling you guys, like, I just don't see us being done. Like, I feel like we're going to get a 3-and-D guy or something. At least something little.
What did Houston get out of that? We literally offered Ben Simmons. And they said no because they want Tyrese Maxey.
Mm-hmm. And they ended up getting Oladipo, who's going to leave. They got like 4 pick swaps, 3 or 4 first rounders, and then they gave up like a bunch of stuff. Like,
yeah, I mean Ben wasn't having a great start to the year, so he didn't, but they should have made that trade because then you got a young stud that you can still build around, and you're not in a total tank mode.
Yeah, I mean that's the Rocket. The Rockets' ownership is just bad. Like you could just see without Daryl Morey, like they're just going downhill. That coach has no control of that team. It's crazy. Let's see. We got a $5 donation coming in. TCTV. Appreciate it. Says, showing my Philly content creators some love. I want Buddy Hield, by the way. There's been so much with Buddy. Like, nothing during the season, though. Like, even though the Kings suck, like,
yeah,
I thought Buddy would have been a sure deadline guy, and I haven't heard one thing.
Yep. You never hear anything about Buddy Hield for some reason. All you ever see is that he liked something on Instagram.
Right. And he literally, at his exit press conference last year, he literally said, like, they asked him, like, are you going to be back with the Kings? And he was just like, yeah, like, nothing's certain at this point. And that was it. But the guy put up like 30, he'll put up 30 points and they'll lose by like 30.
The Kings are such a bad run franchise. I remember when he was in the locker room speaking out on ownership, like before they gave him that contract. And he said, well, if they're going to pay me, they're going to pay me, or I'm going to go somewhere else. He straight up said that in the Kings locker room, and then they gave him the contract.
Yep. and they still haven't. It's sad because the Kings actually have some young talent too. Like Tyrese Halliburton is a great young rookie.
Yeah, he is.
De'Aaron Fox, he's a beast.
Mm-hmm. I think, well, the draft where they took the big guy and they should have took Luka Doncic, right? It was that draft.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, you should have went Luka Doncic, but
what does this even mean?
James Harden and PJ Tucker, and I know that for a fact. Daryl Morey's relationship with Tillman has costed the Sixers. James Harden and PJ Tucker, and I know that for a fact. Has costed the Sixers James Harden?
Here's what happened. Tillman Fertitta's pettiness costed him Ben Simmons. That's what happened. Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. You had a chance to get a 24-year-old all-star at least, potential superstar still, as much as I want him to be a superstar right now, potential superstar still, and you said no to a player that wanted to leave. That was the best thing you could have got in return, and you said no.
I don't understand, like an NBA reporter saying, and I know that for a fact. Like, why do you have to say that at the end of your tweet? Like, okay.
And the word costed, bro. That's not even like correct grammar. Who is that guy?
Jason Dumas. He's like a guy that everyone believes, apparently. So
I think Jason Dumas is drinking today. Like he's drinking something stronger than these natty lights that I'm drinking.
That's what I'm saying. Come on, man.
Weird how all of the Oladipo rumors disappeared. Yeah, I don't think the Rockets can't get anything for him because of his injury problems.
Dude, I thought 2 teams that were going to be a fire sale were the Rockets and the Pistons. And the Pistons have only traded one guy, and the Rockets, I mean, they traded PJ Tucker, but like I don't understand. Like, why are these teams not trying to just get what they can? Like, Oladipo is going to be free agent.
I don't think some people think that like this team's not going to make this trade because they don't want to help this particular team. I don't think anybody takes that into account, especially when you're selling everything and you're tanking. You want to help your own team as much as you possibly can. You're not like, oh, I don't want to help out this other team because I hate them, so I'm not going to take this asset that's going to help my team.
That's what I'm saying. It's a business, man. Like, you're trying to rebuild your team.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. I wish we could trade Mike Scott. He's been nothing but trash for a while. I have a sense that he knows that for a fact.
Exactly. I have a sense, and I know that for a fact.
Oh, man. Are we going to trade Danny? I don't know.
Yeah, that's not even the definition of a fact. How would that be a fact?
Sham says the Hawks are in serious talks on Rondo to the Clips for a Lou Williams package. Williams could land in Atlanta or a third team. I would take Lou Will back.
Wow. I would take Lou Williams. Is he getting paid? He's still getting paid though, right?
Nah, he's on the last year of a deal. He's only making like $8 million, I think.
Yeah, I would take a Lou Williams reuniting in Philly. I'm old enough to remember when Lou Williams got drafted out of high school, man. I remember them showing his high school highlight tape on TV when we drafted him.
Yeah, Lou's a beast, man. I always loved him. Him and Drew Holiday. For the dude in the chat saying Matthew Dellavedova, please stop it, bro. Please. I've never seen a worse player in my life than Matthew Dellavedova.
How many minutes per game would Brett Brown have played Matthew Dellavedova?
17. He would have played him. He would have took out Alec Burks in a playoff series and put Matthew Dellavedova in.
Absolutely. He would have played Dellavedova 40 minutes a game.
Yeah.
He would have had him in the starting lineup.
Here's another thing I don't get, bro. Like, now that it's clicking with me, why are the Clippers trading Lou Williams? Like, aren't they on a playoff run? Is he not, like, valuable?
Yeah, but I heard a couple weeks ago that Lou Williams wants out of there. I heard that a couple weeks ago, and then I didn't hear anything about it after that. But
here we go.
He's unhappy with something.
Straight up trade, I guess. Might be a third team, but Lou Will to the Hawks. That'll definitely be a buyout, maybe. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I would assume that Lou Williams to the Hawks is a buyout. The Hawks. I don't know. What are the Hawks doing, man? What are the Hawks doing? They need a point guard. Clippers got Rondo. What do you guys think in the chat? How much does that help the Clippers? Or is Rondo, just kind of past his prime and done? You know what I mean? I mean, how many years can we sit here and say the name Rajon Rondo? How many years can we sit here and say the name Rajon Rondo? Woj bomb? Do we have a Woj bomb? Let's refresh the page here. I don't have the control over the stream. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he said the Hawks are trading Rajon Rondo to the Clippers for Lou Williams. Yeah, Rondo, he's done. You're right. Rondo in the playoffs is insane from 0 to 100. What do you mean from 0 to 100? Man, I would have liked Lou Williams. I would have liked Lou Williams for the Sixers, man. A guy come off the bench, get buckets, absolute scorer. Yeah, I don't think Rondo's even going to play in Atlanta. I really don't. I think he's going to get bought out. I think they just did that. I mean, I don't think Rondo's going to play for the Clippers. Yeah, he will. I don't think Lou Williams is going to play for Atlanta. That's what I was trying to say. They've needed someone to run the offense. I mean, like I said, how many years can we say the name Rajon Rondo? I don't know if he's a guy that gives you that much value anymore. He'll always be able to run an offense, I guess, but what do the Clippers really need? The Clippers have been disappointing, right? Ever since the Paul George trade, ever since the playoffs last year, Doc Rivers got fired. For some reason, they thought Tyronn Lue was going to come in and be the coach to do better than Doc Rivers, which is funny. Doc even had comments about it. I'm at the point where, I don't know, isn't Rajon Rondo like 39? I don't think he's making anyone that much better.
What the?
Damian Lee for Danny Green. Damian Lee's a shooter. I don't know if that.
I don't understand this, bro. The Clippers sending 2 second-rounders as well in the trade.
Wow.
For Rondo.
I guess Rondo still has more value than I thought. That's what the Clippers think they need, a point guard to facilitate.
Has Rondo even been playing like a lot? Or I honestly haven't been keeping up with the Hawks. I know that they what's it called? Ever since they fired their coach, McMillan came in and has them playing good. But
Rondo's averaging 3 points and 3 assists.
That's what I'm saying. Like, shout out to everybody in here, man. 25 minutes to go. We still got 1,100 in here, guys, combined, both channels. Philly Take with RB, running back Philly. Hit that like and sub, man.
Just won a ring, ask LeBron. Well, yeah, he just won a ring. Anybody that plays with LeBron might have just won a ring. That doesn't necessarily mean that Rajon Rondo was leading the charge.
I'm telling you, playoff Rondo is real. I agree with that, but, like, not for Atlanta. Like, I don't see Atlanta winning the chip. Or, not Atlanta, the Clippers. Like, I don't know if that's going to put them over the top like that, but.
I mean, it definitely I'm not going to say it doesn't make them better, right? It definitely gives them that stable point guard to run the offense in the playoffs. If they think that's what the issue was with just two, Kawhi Leonard and Paul George just jacking up shots and not really having any direction on the offense, I guess Rondo gives you, can run it from the top of the key. But Lou Will's going to be in Magic City every night now. Hey, he goes for the wings. He goes for the wings, bro. Not for the dancers. He goes for the wings.
I just saw Draymond Green gave his input on it. Here it is. Oh, they lost Lou Will. That's tough. But Rondo's still a great trade. Thank you, Draymond.
Yeah, what? Why did he feel the need to give his opinion on that?
Draymond's been giving a lot of opinions lately. I know you heard his recent one, right?
Oh, yeah, he's the best defender of all time.
Yeah.
What's funny is in the game 2 days ago, Ben finished on a putback, I'm pretty sure. And no, the inbound play where the Warriors played no defense at all, and Ben just got an easy dunk. He stared at Draymond after he dunked it like, bro, you're the best defender of all time.
Yeah. Trade Burke on 20 minutes to pull the trigger. Yeah, get Mike Scott out of here too.
Don't trade the Turkish trigger. No.
What's your opinion on Mike Scott? Honestly, I would trade the dude for like a pencil and a paperclip. Like, he's just been so bad. He's not he'll have 3 games where he looks good, and then after that, he's not good anymore.
Why'd you say I was expecting so much more from him this year? What made you expect anything from Mike Scott? What were you expecting? He was okay last year. He would have games where he'd go like 5 for 6, where he would catch fire from 3. I get it, but it never looked sustainable. He's not like actually a good player.
I'm hoping we get Wayne Ellington. Yeah, I thought the Pistons would be selling more. I don't know what they're doing.
NBA Central, the Miami Heat are working on getting more than just Kyle Lowry.
Yeah. Per Greg Sylvander. Who's Greg Sylvander?
I don't even know anymore. 12.6K. A Heat insider covering the Miami Heat, NBA. Hip hop head, the direct path. Miami Heat reporter, I guess. Listen, if Spike Eskin can get a blue check mark, why can't Greg Sylvander get a blue check mark, man?
That's what I'm saying. Shout out to Greg Sylvander. Let's see. What do you think about Lonzo? You think he's going to get moved or what?
I think the Pelicans would be smart to. But if he doesn't, he doesn't. It might have just been his dad talking like usual. His dad said Lonzo hates New Orleans.
This is some bull right here. This is just stupid.
What? There's no way that's happening. How would nothing out there? Okay, let me read it for the chat. What I'm hearing within 30 minutes to go is offers for Kyle Lowry have been underwhelming, and Raptors are comfortable keeping him past the deadline if they don't think anything that's out there moves the needle for them. Lots of posturing between savvy front offices should go down to the wire. How would nothing be... Where does it say? They don't think anything out there moves the needle. How would nothing move the needle? You have no leverage. You can't keep him.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like some of these things that get tweeted out just make no sense, bro.
And they're not good enough for him to stay there for the rest of the season. If he stays there for the rest of the season, then he's walking in free agency. Then he'll just go to Miami, and you won't get anything.
That's what I'm saying. Like they're like Gary Trent and Rodney Hood aren't going to make him a championship team. Come on, man.
Wow, that's just wow. If Toronto really keeps Lowry, well, I mean, Toronto fans in the city will celebrate, but that team's not winning anything anytime soon.
This is ridiculous. Here's Brian Windhorse. Let's see. Is this live? Let's hear what Wendy says.
This dude was just crying last night, giving him the peace sign. Now they're just going to keep him. Exactly what? Nah, that's not even true, man.
And the Raptors are sitting there deciding. From what I have been told, my latest information is that the Heat have not been willing to put Tyler Hero into that trade package. Now, they made another trade earlier today.
Mr. Reimer, I got you, man. I got you.
Which adds a power forward to them, which indicates they may be willing.
So Wendy just said that the Raptors don't want to put Hero in a trade package, and he says the Sixers and the Lakers have made their offers. Like they're on the table. We don't really want to budge. So it's up to the Raptors to I mean,
choose the best offer. And what does the Lakers offer?
I have no clue. I don't know what they can offer. Earlier, Sham said they're holding up on Horton Tucker. Like, come on now.
Let them hold up on Horton Tucker.
The Raptors want Hero apparently really bad. I don't know if I'm putting Hero in a trade package for Lowry. I mean, like,
Miami,
you're not extending him.
If I get to keep, if it's not Duncan, if I get to keep Duncan Robinson, I would do it. I wouldn't like it because I think Tyler Hero is going to be a stud, years from now. But I would probably do it as long as I get to keep Duncan Robinson because Jimmy Butler and Kyle Lowry together will be nice.
Yeah. And Wendy just said here, he was like, yeah, the Sixers would have to give up Maxey in a first rounder and maybe more. And what's it called?
Do it. That's what the offer is. It's what I'm saying. We're sitting here because Daryl Morey knows there's not a better offer out there than that. I'm going to give you a young player that might be a star one day and first-round picks. What are you getting from other teams? You're not getting that.
The Heat and the Rockets are discussing a trade for Victor Oladipo.
What?
Breaking news coming here on, just the Rondo trade.
Hoop Central.
Thank you, Richard Jefferson is the main person with sense. He literally just said, he was like, if the trade included Hero, it would be done by now. Like, I agree. They're not going to put him in the trade pack. It's not like last minute. All right. Like, usually when they come down to the last second, it's like, all right, I'll throw in another pick for you. Like, no. They're not going to put Hero in there. Like, they're not just going to decide it at the last second. Like,
no, I don't think that. No, that's either it's a yes or no. That's like from the jump. Like,
thank you, Richard Jefferson.
Yeah, that's from the jump. Like, hey, would you give us Tyler Hero? And they're like, no. And then it's not like a couple hours later they're gonna be like, okay, we'll give you Tyler Hero.
Right. He's sonning Kendrick Perkins right now.
Well, Kendrick Perkins is God.
Completely agree. Shout out to Philly fans and SD says dynamic duo. Much love and support to you both. Thank you for being a great supporter and channel member. Appreciate
Philly
it.
fans, SD, my man. Thank you, sir. He was in the chat last night with me too. Kendrick Perkins is like the example of just because somebody played in the NBA doesn't mean they have to be on TV talking. The guy, I don't want to rip him to shreds, but he has absolutely no skills when it comes to talking on TV. It's so bad. It takes him 10 minutes to get a sentence out. I cannot stand it. It's like people go to school for journalism and broadcast journalism, all this stuff, and learn you have to talk the right way. You have to say things clearly and accurately and fast and all this. But it's like, oh, this guy played in the NBA, so put him on TV. He's so bad at it.
It's ridiculous. Anybody can get a job if they've played before.
Oh.
Shout out to Liam with the $2 donation. Says Sixers should use their AI or their Al trade exception on Wayne Ellington. I wouldn't mind that. He might get bought out though. He's on a 1-year deal, so
I want some. Man, how much time we got? We got 17 minutes left.
17 minutes. I'm getting anxious, man.
See, the thing that's going to piss me off is that if it happens and we don't get notified right away.
Yeah.
You know,
like when it happens like a few minutes after.
Or if 3 o'clock hits and the Twitter world's silent until like 4:30 and then it's announced.
Yeah. Yeah, and this DeLon Wright trade, Corey Joseph went to the Pistons. I could see him getting bought out too.
Yeah, Detroit needs to just accept their fate, man. They just do. You know what I mean? They were a couple years ago. They refused to accept the fact that they weren't going anywhere with who was it at the time? Tobias Harris and Andre Drummond and those guys.
Mm-hmm.
And they traded for Blake Griffin, which was the dumbest trade I've ever seen. Now you got 2 power forwards and no perimeter scorers. Way to go. Good job.
Yep.
And then in free agency, they hand a bunch of money out to Jeremy Grant and other players. Like, what are you guys doing?
They went all forwards, all big men.
And overpaid them.
Ridiculous. And now they're not even selling a lot. Like, I don't know what Draymond's obsessiveness is right now. He says Rondo to the Clippers, best trade today. Like, okay. Isn't that in your conference, Draymond? Like,
Draymond, I think maybe he's getting closer to the end of his career and he's like, yo, I got to start showing people that I can be an NBA reporter. I mean, Draymond's like he is a good talker and stuff. And you know what I mean? I don't think Draymond would have an issue getting on ESPN or whatever as an analyst.
He will. No doubt about it. Guys, shout out to everyone in the chat. 1,200 in here combined, both channels. Hit the like and sub. We want to hear from you guys. What is your final trade package? If you're the Sixers, if you're Daryl Morey, like this is our final trade package. We're putting it on the table. Take it or leave it for Lowry. What are you guys thinking? And what do you think, DJ?
Final offer for Lowry?
Yeah, like what is your max that you're going for Kyle Lowry? Or what do you think it is?
Where I'm at right now, earlier today, I was on the fence with Matisse Thybulle. I was saying, like, listen, I love the guy's defense, but he's not even an NBA starter. He doesn't really have an offensive game yet. I might do it. But at this point, what I've seen from other teams and what I think other teams are offering, I don't think we have to throw in Matisse Thybulle. I think it's Tyrese Maxey, 2 first-round picks, take it or leave it, and they're going to take it because that's the best package they can get. That's what I think.
Yep. I'm right there with you. Maxey, maybe, and probably 2 first-rounders or something like that. That just real quick, this is funny to me too. Per J. Lou 1050. Okay, so we're just throwing anybody out here now. J. Lou 1050. The Raptors offers have been underwhelming, and they're comfortable keeping Lowry. Like, okay.
J. Lou 1050. Well, he's got blue check mark. Toronto Raptors NBA reporter
for the Raptors.
So he's on a level of like a Keith Pompey or a Howard Eskin or whoever else.
Yeah.
I mean, that's still just making stuff up. I get the sense that they're comfortable.
There's often one last piece that holds up a trade, but it's usually a secondary player or second rounder. Exactly. If Hero, Horton Tucker are in fact the sticking point, not sure you overcome that in 15 minutes. Who blinks first? Come on, man.
13 minutes.
Taylor Horton Tucker.
If you're in the stream right now and you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button.
Yes, sir.
Show us some love. We talk Philly sports almost every single day. As we get closer to the NFL season, you'll see me and RB all over YouTube also screaming and yelling about the Eagles draft and all kinds of things like that. So stay tuned, hit the subscribe button, join us.
Yep. Yes, sir. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Windhorse 20 seconds ago. Sixers are reportedly still in the Lowry mix, but their current offer is their final offer. Exactly.
Let's go. What is it?
I don't know. Remember an hour ago they said we were out of it. Shout out to John Mack with the $5 donation. Says, why is Mike Scott still here? Wish I could tell you, bro. Wish I could tell you.
I mean, Mike Scott's just going to be a throw-in piece. Like, it's not like anybody wants Mike Scott, so it's just he has to be part of a package. And it's at the end of the day, he's one of those guys you can just release. You know what I mean? It's not, You can just be like, see you, Mike Scott. What do we owe you? What do we owe you? Like $500,000? Here you go, buddy. See you later. Magic, thank you for the super chat, man. Hashtag fire Brett Brown, running back nation. In the playoffs this year, I want the Raptors, Celtics, and Nets. Let's go, Sixers. In that order, that's what you want? I would want that too, honestly, because look, that's 2 rounds right there that we're taking to the house. I mean, the Raptors aren't stopping us in a 7-game series. The Celtics aren't stopping us or anyone in the top 8 in a 7-game series, as far as I'm concerned, the way that their interior defense looks. Yep. And then if that gets us to the Eastern Conference Finals against the Nets, hell yeah. And at the end of the day, if Joel Embiid's 100%, the Nets are going down too.
Yep, I agree. Shout out to everyone showing us love on Twitter too. We got a lot of people like saying they're tuning in and sharing the stream. So shout out to everybody on Twitter, man.
Dope. I haven't even checked mine. I got 59 notifications.
Yeah, it's just going nuts. People are sharing our stream. We got 1,200. Is one of the most I've ever had in a stream like this. So shout out to everybody. Windhorse saying
10 minutes.
What'd you say?
10 minutes.
Yes, sir. 10 minutes to go, guys. What's going to happen here? Any big splashes at the end? Windhorse saying the Raps have reached out to the teams interested in Lowry and asked them to send their final offers. Well, you better pick one quick, Masai. You better act fast.
This is weird. This is a weird situation. This is like being in court and the judge is like, all right, make your final plea.
Yeah.
And then I will make a decision.
This is crazy. Someone earlier said it's like trying to submit an essay that's due like in 10 minutes. Shout out to Aaron coming in with a $5 donation. He says, why would Toronto not trade Lowry? It makes no sense. Either you trade him and get something or you don't and he walks. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. That's why when these reporters are saying the Raptors are reportedly comfortable keeping him, no, they're not. That does not make any sense.
Yeah. And I just want to say shout out to everybody in here. I think this is a good, I would love to do this every year. And I think this is a good reason why people come here because, we just try to use our heads a little bit. We're not just Twitter freaks just going back and forth. We've just been here thinking the whole time, literally thinking out loud.
Yeah. The whole thing on Twitter is everybody's just trying to get that tweet that takes off and gets them 10,000 likes and retweets and gets them followers. And at the end of the day, gets people to go to their website and read their articles and click their articles and they get paid off of the clicks and that's it. That's the problem with the internet today. And that's why people are coming to YouTube because YouTube's paying us for views. We don't have to go out here and make fake tweets and try to get people to come to our website for clickbait.
Yep. It's all about the views, man. And everybody's here showing love and we're just going to keep it real all the time. Just from Sixers fans' perspectives, you got to dive deep in. You can't just listen to someone that, talks about this, then they go all the way in the West Coast and talk about this. We're here and we follow this team every day. So do you guys. Shout out to Birds Nation with the $5 donation. Says almost time. Let's get it done. Let's see what happens, man. I think
Birds,
we got
let's go. Birds, did you DM me on Instagram yet? I got your t-shirt, man. I'll send it to you. DM me on Instagram at Running Back Eastwood.
They're talking about the Warriors here on the jump. Yeah, no thanks. I don't think the Warriors are doing anything. We'll definitely get trade details later today too. They wanted to include this, but they didn't want to include this. We'll get that later on probably. Let's see. Shout out to Inked coming with a $5 donation. Just joined. Thoughts on the Hill pickup, Boogie, and a buyout. Downfall of Lowry is he needs the ball in his hand. So where does that leave Ben?
No, I would. Lowry's a catcher. Can play off the ball. That's the main benefit of him being next to Ben Simmons. You know what I mean? If you really watch him play, there's a ton of plays for the Raptors in that championship run where the shot clock's running down and they kick it back to Lowry at the top of the key, it's 5 feet behind the 3-point line, and he drills it. He's a catch and shoot guy, so he's the absolute perfect fit next to Ben Simmons. He can run the point. He can give the ball back to Ben. He can feed off of him. What's this say?
Isn't this the same guy that said that we were out of the sweepstakes? Come on now.
These guys are just tweeting stuff just to get the retweets, man. It's all business now. It's all a business now. The thing about YouTube is you can't clickbait on YouTube, because if you clickbait and people come in, you're going to get 1,000 dislikes on the video, and YouTube's going to stop pushing your content, and it's not going to work out for you. That's why people like the setup is perfect. It really is.
Yep. This is coming down to the wire, man. And are you kidding me, Woj? They just Toronto traded Terrence Davis to Sacramento.
He loves that Toronto is trading.
What are they trying to make a trade here in the last 2 minutes? Like, are they clearing? Like, what are they doing? Like,
oh man,
man. We're getting a bunch of super chats here. I mean, shout out to everyone.
King of the fourth quarter. King of the fourth quarter with the first reply. You ever watch him on YouTube?
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah.
Shout out to Sean Philly with the $2 donation. Take that, Tyler Johnson. Hit that sound effect, DJ.
Take that, Tyler Johnson.
Yes, sir. Shout out to all the donations coming in, man. They're flooding. Marky with a $10 donation. Appreciate it. Says somebody tell these weirdos in Toronto, you're not going to finesse us. Let them know, man. Let them know. They're not going to finesse Daryl Morey, bro. I don't know what they thought.
That's why we sat here all the way till 3 o'clock. Daryl was like, nah, bro, I'm good. I got all day.
He's playing the long game, man. Toronto trading these guys. Like, if they don't trade Lowry now, there is no point of this. Like, these are all the lead-up moves for a move like that. Like, they got to clear the space for it to get done. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Let's see. We got a couple minutes. We got 5 minutes to go. Chris Brown with the $2 donation. UK Sixers fans, thanks for keeping me up to date. Shout out to you guys from the UK tuning in. Brandon with the $5 donation. You guys should do lives with Broads. Would be epic. Maybe you already have. Raptors have no leverage. Again, man, we're always here. We're always available. So
yeah,
we've been saying that forever. And Sean with the $5 donation says, how much longer you guys going after the deadline? Still have 30 minutes. We both actually have to get off like a few minutes after 3. Like, I
could probably do 3:05 is how, yeah.
Me too. And then after that, like, we'll probably both be making videos just like talking about everything. But yeah, hopefully nothing comes out like 10 minutes after like the deal just got finalized, because that does happen. You got a 4-minute timer here on ESPN. Shout out to Philly fans, and SD says, how does the buyout work? Before the buyout date, these teams just got to agree to buy out the guy's contract, and then they're free agents to sign. So there's going to be a lot of activity. A lot of activity at the buyout market.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I'm from Belgium, but thanks for your live. Shout out to everybody in here, man. 1250 combined in the chat. Hit the like and subscribe, man. Let's go. Get the likes up.
That's wild.
1250 in the chat combined, guys. Hit the like and sub. Let us know what you guys are thinking, man. 3 minutes and 10 seconds to go. We got the whole squad up here. 3 minutes to go. What will the Raptors get it done in 3 minutes? The Pelicans are close on a deal to send JJ Redick to the Dallas Mavericks. What?
Wow.
What?
Wow.
Oh my God.
I guess he doesn't have to travel far.
That is a bomb right there. That's interesting.
Who just tweeted that?
One of them. Shams did.
All right, I got to stay on Woj, I think.
This is going to be one of them. No Lonzo Ball trade, says Woj. He's staying in New Orleans.
Wow. Damn. I was really excited about the possibility of Lonzo Ball.
Wow. 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go. What is going on, everyone?
Ink just hit another super chat. Said he thinks George Hill will be part of the trade package.
No. Unfortunately not. Shout out. Look at Norb right here. 3 minutes. He's got us on the screen. Everybody hit that like and sub, man. What's going on, everybody? 2 minutes to go.
Guys, man.
2 minute warning. And let us know if you guys want us to do this again, man. Like every year or whatever. This is fun. We're having some fun up here.
Yeah, this is cool for sure.
Masai Ujiri's probably rattling around everything right now. He's just, oh man. Shout out to Aaron Cabbage says, Allah, we're coming in for a landing.
Hold on to your seats. We're coming in for landing. Oh, I wish I had that soundbite on my. I'm going to put that on there.
If the Raptors do not trade Kyle Lowry in the next minute 15, they have failed their franchise. They have wasted their chance to get compensation.
They're definitely choosing one. They're definitely choosing
sad reality. I mean, they just cleared how many spots to get rid of Kyle Lowry?
Yeah, they're definitely choosing one. They said send your final offer. They're definitely picking one.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why not get something?
That's why I don't understand what the Lakers have to offer that could be better than the Sixers. Or if Miami's going to pull the trigger and say, yo, we'll give you Hero and Duncan.
Yep. 40 seconds ago, sometimes a trade might happen and it might not come out till after. Cavs and Andre Drummond will work a buyout. There's some news on that. Woo! I'm getting anxious, man. Here we go.
That's one of the
seconds.
That's one of the centers that Embiid is ducking.
30 seconds ago. I feel like something might come out a few minutes after 4. Like, shout out to everybody in here, man. Wow. 13, 12, 10.
Oh, my God.
Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. And it is 3 p.m., ladies and gentlemen. It's refresh Twitter here. Morey buzzer beater. Anything. I'm waiting for Woj to come out and say the Raptors are keeping Kyle Lowry or the Raptors are finalizing a deal.
Give us something, Woj. What happened to Woj?
Who just
I refreshed Woj's thing and I don't see any tweets. Oh, there they are.
Bobby Marks
Twitter crashed.
Just a reminder that trade call does not have to happen by 3. Just need to be on a call by 3 to confirm the details. Don't do that to me, Bobby Marks. Don't do it.
Wow. I really wanted it to go down on this stream so we could get our live reactions, but
I know. Something's got to come out here in the next couple minutes. I mean, we got Ink coming in with another 5. What's up, Ink? Just saw a tweet. Final offer was cheaper guard with Maxey and 2 picks. Well, if they didn't take that, they're stupid, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm telling you, they have to trade him. Maxey and 2 picks is a good offer for a player that's going to leave.
JJ Redick to the Mavericks, confirmed. Mavs acquired Trey Lyles from the Spurs in a multi-team deal. Do you think that'll include Patty Mills potentially, or maybe some other guys? Or
yeah, it might include Patty Mills.
What the heck?
Come on, Woj. Don't let us down.
Yeah, look at this. Woj didn't say Larry is staying. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm still anxious right now. Like, he didn't say he was staying yet.
Yeah, they would have. Yeah, they would have already said that.
They said Lonzo Ball was staying. He didn't say Lowry was.
That's true. That is true. Shams hasn't tweeted for 5 minutes.
Wait. Did Shams delete this tweet or like what? Look, I'm clicking on this right here, and what the tweet is unavailable.
When was that?
Literally 1 second ago. Like,
oh, he tweeted something and deleted it.
Yeah, or he deleted another tweet. Like, Secret Underdog, if you're in the chat, bro, what did he say? What did he say? Like,
oh, you should have screenshotted that real quick. It might have been the JJ Redick thing. No, that was 6 minutes ago. Oh man, I don't see anything from Shams.
Secret Underdog says he deleted the Mavs tweet about JJ.
Oh, okay. But then he tweeted it again, so doesn't matter.
All right. No. They still have not said Lowry is officially staying. Bro, what? Mo Wagner to the Celtics for Daniel Tice.
What in the world?
Is this the move that puts the Celtics over the top? This is their starting center for Mo Wagner.
What are they doing?
Oh my God. So they got Evan Fournier and Mo Wagner. Oh my God. Jimmy J, are you up in the chat, bro? Hide your face. That is some funny stuff, bro. What? What? Daniel Tice for Mo Wagner? Come on, bro. It's like trading an apple for a granola bar.
What are they doing?
My guy Luca Rosano says, with the Raptors freeing up roster spots, I thought a trade for Larry was inevitable and can still happen. I agree that it has not said that it hasn't happened. Come on, man.
Mo Wagner averages 6 points per game for his career so far.
Dude, I liked him in college, but he's just not an NBA player.
Why would they trade Daniel Tice for him?
I don't understand.
I'm not mad about it. Fuck the Celtics, but what the hell?
Didn't they just get Mo Wagner today or something? Like, I don't even know. I thought Mo Wagner was on the Wizards.
I knew this was going to happen. I knew 3 o'clock was going to come around and Twitter was going to be silent. I knew it.
I got to be out of here in 5 minutes, so let's hope something happens here. If not, we'll be breaking it down later. I have no clue what the Celtics did today. They got Evan Fournier and Mo Wagner.
Shams hasn't tweeted for 8 minutes now. This is getting crazy. Oh, my God.
The Hornets are acquiring Golden State's Brad Wanamaker. Come on, Shams. That's not what we're trying to hear. Come on, bro. What? Brad Wanamaker, that's your 305 splash? Come on, bro. They're really being petty right now, bro. They're really sitting here saying, all right, we're not going to announce Lowry. They did not say he's staying in Toronto. Like, you got to be kidding me, bro. Shout out to the Digital Print House coming with a $2 donation. Says LMAO, this is getting crazy. Guys, the Celtics got Evan Fournier and Mo Wagner. Come on now.
Wow.
And Brad Wanamaker's the big splash. They're literally just come on, bro. Shout out to Nick coming in with a $3 donation. Are you doing another late play-by-play? We probably will be doing that tonight. We probably will be doing that. Shout out to Nick, man. Lonzo's goofy, bro. Look at this.
I'm telling you, go look at his Instagram account when you get time. It is cringe. He posts pictures of himself and puts his own rap lyrics underneath the picture. It's bad.
Whoa, come on, bro. Now they don't want to talk about this on TV either. Come on, bro.
Yeah, they're gonna act like 3 o'clock didn't just happen. Like we're not all sitting here waiting for it.
Right.
They're like, let's talk about the Hornets acquiring Brad Wanamaker.
Woj is probably sending out texts to like 5 different guys right now. Probably waiting for a text back.
Probably 50, man. He has so many insiders.
Sometimes I wonder if he ever sleeps. Like he'll be on an ESPN thing at 12 in the morning. Like he'll just come on in a suit and everything. I'm like, does this guy sleep? Like, does he sleep in a suit?
He must. He gets out of his car like Lil Wayne in the Millie video, and people just dress him as he's walking in.
Oh man! Shout out to my guy Philly Mike coming in. Breaking news: Larry retires because of the suspense. There you go. Dang, man. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Woj bomb. People are saying Woj bomb in the comments.
Victor Oladipo to Miami. Oh, wow. Wow.
That's the bomb?
Yeah, but Oladipo? That means they're not getting Lowry. They're not getting him.
That's true.
So So the Heat are getting Oladipo from the Rockets. I want to see what they gave up for this. I want to see what they gave up.
Keith, thank you, man. Much appreciated. You the man.
Wow.
Miami's out. Miami's out.
3-10. They said, so they hardballed them, and then they said no. Like, wow. Oladipo joins Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo.
That helps you if he can play, if he can stay on the floor.
Guys, now I'm starting to really think that the Raptors really choked this chance. I'm really starting to think they choked this.
Man, I wish we could sit here till 4 o'clock.
I know. I don't think that the Lakers pulled a deal. I don't think they did. Maybe I'm wrong, but yeah, shout out to my guy Lucas. Says Miami officially out of the Lowry sweepstakes. This is absurd, man. Wow. Guys, it's either Lakers, Philly, or nobody at this point, unless it's like a sleeper team, but
it's got to be Philly. I absolutely have to leave.
I know.
I have to leave right now. Thank you all for hanging with me and RB. If RB has more time, he can hang out, but I got to bounce. Got responsibilities.
I literally have to bounce in like a couple minutes at the most. But shout out to DJ for doing this with me, man. A lot of fun. There's been 1,200 in the chat the whole time, so
awesome. Yeah, man, had a blast. We'll make this a yearly thing for sure.
Yes, sir.
All right,
wait. Another Woj bomb? Another Woj bomb?
Uh-oh. If it's not Lowry, I'm leaving.
The Raptors are keeping Kyle Lowry. I just saw it. Wow.
What?
They absolutely choked. They choked.
What are they doing?
They choked. They tried to move, and they tried to clear space. They choked, guys. I'm sorry. Now, would I have wanted them? Yes. But I'm sorry, they choked. They absolutely choked.
What are they doing?
It's like when you set up all the dominoes, but they didn't tip it over. They just let they failed.
They can't trade him at the end of the year or anything, right?
I don't think they can. I mean, can they buy him out like 1 year, $30 million? I don't know if they can, but wow.
You could have had Tyrese Maxey and 2 first-round picks, and you took nothing?
You took nothing at all.
I am blown away. I got to leave, but I am blown away. Thank you all for rocking with us, man. I'm out of here.
All right, DJ.
Peace, man. Thank you.
Wow.
What the fuck?
All right, guys, I got to go in 2 minutes. Let me know your thoughts in the chat. This is crazy, man. This man literally said goodbye to the city of Toronto yesterday. He said goodbye. He said goodbye yesterday. And they're keeping him? Wow. Wow. And guys, don't get me wrong. I would have enjoyed Lowry, but like DJ said, like they just cleared up all these spaces and they did nothing. It did nothing. Wow. I'm going to have to see what happened with this whole Lowry thing. People are pissed off at Morey. I understand. But at least we got George Hill. Wow. They're going to let him walk for free, guys. They're going to let him walk for free. Wow. The Sixers get George Hill, and that's it. All right, y'all. Hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for being here. I have to go as well. Shout out to the channel members, DJ's channel, as well as mine. Guys, sub on both if you haven't yet. What a trade deadline. I guess we'll hear more later today on what happened. But wow. That's bad. I'll be live later tonight for the Sixers game. We could talk about this more. Wow. Oh, wait. Before we go. Houston has traded Victor Oladipo. Are you what? Oh, I wish DJ was here, bro. What? What? I gotta send this to DJ real quick. Like, what? I'm sorry, bro. If that's what it would have took to get Victor Oladipo, then I think I might be mad at Daryl Morey. Yeah. Are you serious, bro? Avery Bradley, Kelly Olynyk, and a draft pick? What? What? Oh. Wow. 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 Okay, guys. Wow. The Rockets front office. That's unbelievable to me. All right, y'all. See you guys later tonight on the stream. Y'all have a great one. Thanks for being here, man. We'll talk about it more later. Probably make a video about this tomorrow as well. If any other trades happen, guys, hit me up on Twitter too, at RB Philly Take. Follow me on Twitter if you guys want to interact, and DJ as well, at I am DJ Eastwood. All right, y'all. Peace.